Hey, welcome to the Bob and Tim show tonight. We'll have to check the volume here and see how everything goes. Wait for everything to kind of kick up here on all of our social medias. And we'll see what the heck is going on out there in YouTube land.
Yep, PNG. It's pretty wet and yucky down here right now. So there you go.
That one's up.
All right.
Let's see how bad we sound.
Because there's a lot of commotion going on here. Giuseppe's. You know what I did with the paper? Well, there it is. Giuseppe's Pizzas. So that's where we are.
Sounds good.
On the corner of Herbert and
Nova.
Nova.
There you go.
So
So we've got a bunch of things we're going to be announcing tonight and let you know kind of what we found out. We actually got a video coming out on Monday. Some of this is already going to be kind of on there too, but just kind of give you a heads up. If you guys hang out with us tonight, we're going to give you some insight on some of the things that we know that's going to be going on. And so it's pretty neat. We have a few more things that are in the works that we're still ironing out, and we'll let you know about that as soon as we know about that, because one of the events is going to happen during this. We do not have a meet and greet set up yet. We are looking at a couple different things about doing a meet and greet. Not sure. We'd like to do two. Definitely, if you're down here on the 25th, if anybody gets here this early on the 25th, we are going to be at the Beaver Bar, which would have been today. It's going to be next Sunday. From about, we'll be there bright and early, at least by 8 o'clock to do breakfast and all that. And then we'll be there. We're just socializing. We're going to have a small tent. She's going to kind of man the tent, give out some stickers. We may have the new sticker out. So if you come and check it out, I don't know which one I ordered, if it was the blue one or the yellow one, but.
The red one.
Yeah.
They actually, the first sticker they sent us was the red one.
Yeah. So I clicked on one I just ordered, 200, and they're the cutout ones instead of the circle. The guy's making us ones that we can use for circle, but we don't have those yet. I wrote him today, and he's like, I'm working on them. I'm like, well, it's been over a week. So.
Starving. Yeah, well, we've got some leftover pizza. If you want to come on down, jump and join us.
And Dakota Dave is just a couple booths down from us. He's always on our channel a lot.
His friend.
Oh, that's his friend?
That's not Dakota Dave.
No wonder I didn't know who he was. I was like, I think he said he was Dakota Dave, and I'm like, I don't know. So no, Dakota Dave's not here yet. Come on down, Dakota Dave, because your buddy's over here. And his girlfriend or his wife or his significant other. Or...
His new lady friend, he said, new. Yeah. So there's Slim Jim, he's on. There's Dave.
Your buddy's here.
The one we went and ate breakfast with. I don't know if it was the one we ate here in Daytona last year or if it was the one you were Sturgis with. But somebody you know is down here.
He's like, you remember me, right? He goes, I thought he said Daytona. I do it to everybody. I said, yeah, of course I know who you are. I don't want to embarrass somebody. They're like, no, I have no clue who you are. Well, I'm so-and-so. I still don't know who you are. So it's like, yeah. I've always learned that.
DJ business, yes. He used to do that.
Because we've done
he talked to these people. They'd leave. He's like, who was that?
And they're like, oh, our wedding was so great. You guys did such a great job. And I'm like, of course we did. You were so special for us. We couldn't have done any better. And then I was like, who the hell was that? Those are that wedding was most times she knew. But there was a couple of times that she'd go, I have no idea either who the hell they were.
I don't know.
So your buddy's here.
Daytona Dave.
Yeah.
I know.
But your buddy's here. So
all he heard was Daytona Dave.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
and I'm like, and when she walked away, I was like, I don't know. I sure didn't look like him. I don't know who that guy was.
I didn't know you thought it was.
Well, he said Dakota Dave.
Well, because I told him, when he walked away, what did I say?
I have no idea.
We had breakfast with Daytona Dave the other day. Well, why would I tell Daytona Dave that?
I don't know. I'm just totally lost. I was thinking about getting work. I'm getting ready to work my videos here. He just came up, and I knew he was a subscriber. He knew who we were. Because he kind of walked up to the table and he kind of stood there for a few seconds, didn't say anything at first. Like, oh, I didn't want to interrupt you guys. We're done eating. We're just sitting here waiting to do the live. Came about 30 minutes ago.
And a few obstacles to go over.
He's sitting a couple booths away. So, sorry. You're here in spirit.
Yes. Are you the one that told us about that? I thought it was Daytona Dave. Dave's Crazy Trails don't know if we've been to Pat's for breakfast yet.
Yesterday we went. It's on tomorrow's video, but the talking part for some reason didn't come out. When we talked about when we came out of the restaurant and talked, I don't have that video. I don't know where it went. Wasn't on any of the videos I had. I got a picture of the sign, and that's it.
I didn't talk. Did you
I thought we turned it around before we got in the truck and said, "Hey, it's a great place to eat." Da 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 da. I don't know. I thought we did. Maybe we didn't. I could have swore we did.
Hey, Mike. Jeff said, Bob can't remember. We had lunch Friday. You and your friend? Not us. And you. Don't confuse me.
See?
Rudder's on.
So it actually they could have had light rain this morning. It wasn't really too bad earlier this morning. Well, I got another video done for tomorrow. And really wasn't hardly raining at all this morning.
Kevin Mahoney's
and
on.
then pretty much about the time we left, about 11 in the morning, it's been raining pretty much nonstop. I just ran out to the truck to get the iPad so you could look at that instead of hitting the phone. And it was just barely raining.
A lot of people just watching. Dale's watching, Randy's watching, Ray's watching.
There you go. Appreciate y'all on. We're right down here in the heart of Daytona. We're down here at
Giuseppe's.
Here we got a little sign.
Bye. You want to say hi to Daytona Dave? He's on. He's on. Come here.
Here
you go. This is
Oh, move that out of the way. So you say hi to Dave. He's on. Hey, Dave. See if he writes anything back. It take a minute for them to respond.
We told him you were here, but we. So he couldn't look.
And I have your line.
All righty.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have a good night. All right.
All righty. One or cheeseburgers.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All righty. Bye-bye.
So Daytona Dave, he didn't know if were out riding very much. Hottest destination Daytona this year is, in your opinion, what is the hottest? You don't know what the hottest
destination in Daytona this year, in your opinion.
I don't know who's asking that.
That's Jeff. Cat House Jeff. Eureka Springs.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just trying to think. Probably, I don't know. It's too early to tell. Nothing's fired up yet. Daytona destination.
Destination Daytona.
Yep, that's going to be a hopping place. He's going to have all kinds of events out there. We haven't even sat down with them. We meet them on Tuesday. The new GM. We already talked to Shelly this week. Shelly was just tickled to death to see us yesterday, and she was so excited. And it's like, it almost scares me that
she gets so excited.
Yeah, and but we have a great rapport with all types. Jeff's another one. He's got the cat house there. He's got the spring fling coming up pretty soon.
Another Jeff.
After Daytona, and then he's also got Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, which we've been to that one. And
Dana. That's his good friend Dana, he said.
Oh, okay. So now you know who he is. He's gone already. Can't say no more to him.
Bikini Beach. That's in Sturgis. That's not in destination. That's not in Daytona. Although they do have beaches. That's been right now too cold to wear a bikini. I'll tell you that.
It was
right
high tide the other day. We kind of went down that way. We weren't going to go drive on the beach. Here you can drive on the beach, but it costs you. It's not like when you go down to Texas, down to Galveston and all that. You can drive on the beach down there. No charge. Well, I don't know if you got to buy a pass for the week. I don't remember what you had to do.
You have to
Buy a
pay
pass.
to go on the beach, yes.
But it's a lot cheaper. Here it's like $20 for each car that goes on. So there it was like, I don't know, $10 or $14 for the whole week. Caught up?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So some of the things I want to tell you about, we did find out about George and Peanuts. If you've been hanging out down here in Florida and you've been going down to Main Street, at least for the last 4 years that we've been here, we've had a great relationship with the people that own George and Peanuts. Now, their name's not George and their name's not Peanuts. That's a cat's name. Their names, I don't know. We didn't look it up. We had it, but I don't remember what it was. Her daughter, apparently they were remarried, each one of them, and married now to themselves, to the couple. Her daughter died tragically in December.
I think unexpectedly. I don't think, I don't know.
I don't know.
What happened.
We don't have all the
Died
information
on her
yet.
birthday.
We found a person to track down to get more information, but we actually talked to the building owner yesterday, and that'll be on tomorrow's video. We'll show you who's going to move in there and what's going on there. But they decided that in December, after that death, that they were just done. They were closing up.
I think the guy behind us is trying to figure out what we're doing. He's looking down here.
Chicken bone man.
I told him, I said, we should send him an order of chicken wings. See if we can get a chicken man instead of
Chicken bone man. But I didn't do that. Wouldn't be as fun as chicken bone lady. So that's kind of the scoop on what's going in there, or what happened to Peanut and George's. They're just gone. I don't know where they live. Most of the people that we talked to, local people here, they were like, "No, they're still
even people on Main Street." We talked to a few people, and they're like, "What? Really? They're gone?" So yeah, it just must have.
Yeah. Just maybe after that death was just too much for the wife. Just said we just don't want to do it anymore. Let's just give it up. And I guess their lease expires the first of the year. I'm assuming, and that's when they just said the owner told us he just didn't want to renew the lease anymore. That they were out.
I mean, he might have just said that just so he didn't say anything else.
So we'll find out a little bit more. We do have a contact, and we'll get a hold of that gentleman before rally time, and we'll let you know what's going on there. Now, I was thinking about going today. We should have went out to Cackleberry and look at the mud pit. Maybe go tomorrow. Look at the mud pit. That's what Cackleberry is known for. Once it starts raining, the campground back there floods really bad. If you're going to Cackleberry, that's the only thing you got to really worry about. Other than that, if it's dry, it's going to be nice. Well, as nice as Cackleberry could be. We're going to be showing you. We went over to the campground over here at
RV Park. I don't know, Sunshine.
Well, they're going to stay at Sunshine. We're going to invite people to Sunshine Campground.
Oh, Crazy Horse.
There you go. Crazy Horse Campground.
Over here. Do you know how many campgrounds are around here?
But where would we recommend people to go to?
Well, I don't know. You didn't say that.
Crazy Horse Campground. It's over by the flea market. All their full. Oh, they didn't have full. They had electric water. They're gone. They've got. We're going to give you a video coming up here in the next couple of days. Give you the prices, all that stuff. No reservations needed. The boondocking area. Bring your generator. You can have campfires there. They sell wood there.
They'll pump you out.
Yep, it's only like $30 for pump out, which is cheap. Excellent price. So you pay that morning, and they'll come down and pump you out that day. And we went over there because they only open twice a year for this, or well, 3 times a year for Daytona 500, both bike rallies. So we went over and talked to the general manager, and he never goes on camera. But Aaron, he's a great guy. And
when he saw us, he ran around the building. The camera's not on.
Yeah, you don't like to be on camera. And but he's a great guy, and actually some of our subscribers told us about it, and we've checked it out, and we almost thought we were going to be there this week because we weren't sure where we were going to stay before we went to our first campground tomorrow. And so we ended up going over to Sam's place over in
Port Orange,
and we kind of just stayed there because we knew we had electric, and we don't have to run the generator at all, so that kind of saves a little bit of gas money.
So far, it hasn't been too hot. We don't run the air.
Haven't been too hot. We had electric heater on one night, and then one night we skipped it, and then last night we had it on again. It didn't really have to have it on. I got in there, but I mean that dampness. It's nice to try to drive the trailer out. So we kind of got that done. So tomorrow we leave, and we go into the super small spot tomorrow at the campground over by Harley Davidson, and we'll see if that's going to work. I don't know if we're going to get in the spot or not. We may do what that other guy did, flip the trailer around and park on that other side. So we'll see. They might tell us we can do that. I don't know. If not, I would be willing to take electrical water site and give somebody else our full hookup if they wanted. But we're going to see that when we get there. If they want to have somebody trade.
Oh, no. Well, we're...
Snuggle more. Save gas. Well, it's electric heater, so.
Yeah, you're wasting propane. That's the reason we like to plug in, because that way you're not wasting propane. The refrigerator runs on it. The only time we use nat propane is when we use a shower, because the gas propane heats up like that. Turn it right off, it's done. Electric takes a little while. Also can burn up the anoid in there. So as long as I always use propane, I don't have to worry about that. If it rusts out, who cares? So we ordered a new water pump for the trailer. That's making all kinds of crazy noise. She goes, I thought you ordered one a long time ago. And I'm like, apparently not.
Well, that's what he said, because it's always kind of made when you turn it on, it's like,
how's it go?
Makes a horrible noise. And then he's like, yeah, I think it's going out. I better buy one, and that way we'll have it when it goes out. So that's when he said we turned it on the other night, and it really made a bad noise. And I said, well, did you buy one? He's like, no.
I found it on Amazon. I checked the part number on it, and I ordered that, and I forgot my tool, my crimping tool for the Plex lines. That ordered
Your
another
favorite
one of them.
one you just got?
I've been using it at home.
No, but that one you were telling everybody you love that tool.
No, that's not a Plex
That's a crimper tool.
No, those pliers, that's for pulling stuff off. Those bend handle ones.
The one you were doing the boat with, and you said, I love these things. You just cramp it down and it's done.
Oh, no, that's not the same thing. That's a wire crimper.
Whatever.
This is a Plex crimper. I have one of those too. We drug it around for years. Well, I took it out when I did the Plex in the building shop, and I used it there, and I meant to get it, and I forgot. So I ordered another set. So
Worse than cat noise.
We'll leave this one in the trailer.
So what does Elizabeth say? Met you guys. I put my glass on. That's too much for me to just kind of met you guys up in OC, Maryland at the Harley Davidson, and see you guys in Sturgis this year. Then Kathmandu. All right, Elizabeth, that's great.
Pretty good. So what else is going on is the BMW Triumph dealer that's right down there by Main Street and Beach on the corner there. They're adiosing. They are
as soon as 5 weeks over, they're moving over to Nova and they call
no, I thought it was A1A.
Young. Yeah. No, it's not A1A. It's just the one.
The Young is one, yeah. The Young is one, and what's the corner? What's the street we turn down? Herbert, not Ant. What is it?
And.
Oh, Hand and the one is where they're going to be. So we're not sure. We think it's the furniture store. We're going to have to check
because
with them.
It says it's closing soon, and that's the only corner it could be in. And I said, if they're adios, and that's probably because they wanted to be there by the time Bikewood started, but the furniture store hasn't got out yet.
So we're going to check with them next week, and then we'll find out for sure, and we'll show you where their new building will be if you come out the next year. Come out for fall rally. We haven't talked to the Indian dealer yet. They have bought property out at where the all the car dealers are at by the highway.
95.
But we don't know where. We did find an empty lot today when we drove by that it could be their lot. No, there's no construction at all started. So we're going to try to check with them. We're kind of waiting because we're here at Giuseppe's Pizza and JoJo. He's not here today. He's working on his bathroom at home. We got a bunch of people coming in for Hike Week. He's got a day that the Indians coming in here, and so we're going to be here the day Indian comes in the next week or so.
So Mike said yes, it is furniture stores where they're going.
Oh, okay.
So he knows.
Okay.
Thanks. See, that's how we find out our information, you guys.
There you go. So we'll be showing that picture of that building soon. In the next few days, we'll do a video. So the video I got coming out tomorrow is we kind of drove down the one and the A1A, kind of showed you Main Street, kind of talk about some of the things going on. We didn't do one sexy biker chick yet. She's totally remodeled her store. It's really cool inside. She won't be in until Monday, so probably Tuesday or Wednesday we'll meet up with her, get her shot of hers. George Cigar Store George, Chrome Cigars. He's remodeled his store inside, so it's kind of neat. And we looked in the window, but he wasn't open.
Yeah. Said, call this number. I'll be right down to give you cigars. So he's probably at home. I don't know. He probably didn't think it was gonna be that busy because
because of the race, it's everybody's out. These last 2 days, it is crazy here because there's nothing for anybody to do. We went by the speedway around noon or 1 o'clock, and you could have seen there's already cars out there. There's people still have their easy ups up, they're tailgating, and I guess they're like, what the hell? We're here. We're coming out in the parking lot, and they ain't got no place to stay tonight, and they're gonna sleep in their cars. Because it is just like the campground we're going to tomorrow. If that guy was here to watch the race, he's got to get out. He's got to be out by 11 o'clock in the morning. So that's what I wondered. I was going to ask some of the people that are here, do you automatically pay for Monday night, Sunday night, and Monday night, knowing the race could be extended?
Somebody, I guess Nomadic Kinetic said, if you're camping, I guess, in the infield, if the race is postponed or canceled because of the rain, you automatically get to stay
1 day.
Yeah, an extra day.
And some of the other campgrounds might do that, but I mean, our campground, it's through a membership and they sell. So there, unless you paid extra, you're going to have to adios your butt out.
So Guns N' Rides wants to know, he said sometimes those water pumps get clogged. Did you check the screen before you replace
it? It is pumping. It is working. First, what I thought would happen to it is the 4 bolts that hold it to the floor. I thought maybe they came off because that's what it sounds like, a rattling noise. It's pumping fine. But I didn't realize that there was a screen there on the end. We've never done anything with that. But we've always had a filter on the water. But it is 2018, so this is 2014, so that's six years old. So it probably wouldn't hurt to change it if I need to, but at this moment, I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Well, there's a little white thing right next to it.
That's a filter.
And when he was in the shower, I saw it drip.
So I bought 2 of those, and they're coming. They're here now. I got to go pick them up. But So we'll see. Right now, I'm probably not going to do anything with it because it is working. We're able to take our showers. Toilet works fine. Sink works fine. It's just a little louder than it has been in the past. So
sounds like a motorcycle revving up.
So it's not a big deal because sometimes it sounds fine when it's running. She'll turn it on, or at night we get up and use the bathroom at night, turn it on. It sounds normal. And sometimes once it's, I don't know.
I was Wade Jennings last night. They didn't make it out there. Whoops, there's Mike. He rode a cloud. What does that mean?
Things it's cloudy here.
Yes, cloudy, rainy.
We haven't seen, well, the other day, well, you'll see it on the video. Yesterday, no, it's Friday. Friday it was sunny here. Most of the day Friday we had nice sun, and it actually got up to about 72. It wasn't too bad. Right now it's 57 degrees. It got up to about 61 or 62 today. That's what the truck said. So we haven't had the motorcycles out of the trailer.
No.
Tomorrow we're going to go to JP Cycles. That's where we're staying right by there. We're going to unload the bikes at JP Cycles and then take the trailer over there. That way, in case we can't get in and they're not going to give us nothing else, we're going to end up going back
We're going to dump and then just go back.
And then I'm going to see if either JP Cycles or Teddy Morris group will let us keep her bike there since it don't have plates on it. We want to keep it around there. We're going to try to see if Teddy Morris will let us use the demo plate. I don't know if he'll let us use the dealer plate on it. I don't know.
Karen says tents are going up on Main Street. I didn't see any tents yet.
We also found that Afflictions is not going to be on Main Street. Willie, that does the cutting of the T-shirts and stuff, he will be at Destination Daytona doing his stuff. So he said Afflictions is not even going to be down there. So when we were there yesterday, we didn't go down to Main Street today. Yesterday, there was no tents up.
Not unless they start putting some up today.
Yeah. So we were in front of Full Moon. They had nothing in their lot yet. Over there at where Afflictions and all that used to be inside that building, there's no tents on that lot. So
and where the Indian dealer sets up, there was nothing there yet.
We parked there. So unless something came up today, which I wouldn't think anybody would be setting tents up today. We did see, what did I see a tent in? Someplace we've driven by and there was a tent in the parking lot. I don't know where that was at. It seemed like it was something close by. I don't know. I don't know where it was at. Someplace I went by.
Whereas Motor Life says he's ready for some warmer weather. So
yep.
Wherever you're at, I hope it's warmer here.
So
Miller says hi from the freezing upstate New York. Well, that's good. It's freezing. That means more people will come down here then. Karen says yes. Okay. Mike says call game. I don't know what that means. Hooligans. Yeah, we ate at Hooligans last night.
No, we didn't go to Hooligans. We were going to go. Oh, no.
We did.
We did go to Hooligans. The one that's over here in Port Orange. We ate at Hooligans. We didn't eat at the one over by the Destination. We ate at Colts Forge yesterday. We ate at Colts barbecue in front of the dealership yesterday. That's on the video tomorrow. We'll talk about that, what we thought about it. So that's on there. We ate here again tonight. So this is twice we've ate at Giuseppe's. Just in a couple days. So we did that. We ate at Pat's Kitchen. We did that yesterday morning. Today we did Denny's because it was close to us. And we actually got in pretty quick, but it was a 30-minute wait to get your freaking food. Yeah. It was slow.
Wings.
Probably a cook that was cooking one thing at a time.
I had them there one year. Somebody told us we had to get Wally wings. I don't remember much about them, but I did get the Wally wings one time.
Another place I'm going to go, which we decided to go during the week because it's cheaper, is where I'm going to get my fried chicken at. What's that place called?
Roseville.
Yep, it's right over there.
Granada. It's on Granada.
Well,
in between the 1 and the A1A.
By the police station.
Right across the street.
It's like a house.
There's Rain Man, 67 KO. Mechanicville, 20 miles from Saratoga.
So once again, if you're around here on the 25th, if you get here early, we will be at the Beaver Bar. Midwest Cycles is having a chopper antique show, motorcycles. So check that out. We'll be there. We're going to have a little booth there. He's invited us to be there. Pam will be there giving out new stickers. They're supposed to be here on the 21st. Better than my last package. It's somewhere in Georgia where my battery charger's at, my batteries. Where the hell that's at. Slow boat from China.
I guess. It's coming
from Texas.
Yeah.
Beaumont, Texas. And barely, he mailed it about a week ago, and it finally got to Georgia yesterday.
We will probably go buy Cabbage Patch and Cracker Barrel.
I don't know about tomorrow. But tomorrow's just, we got to get set up. If we get in our spot really easy, it's supposed to be sunny tomorrow. A little chance of rain, possibly 30% in the morning. After that, it's supposed to get sunny, partly cloudy. And then we're going to have, like, I think Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday are supposed to be excellent here. Chance of the rain Friday, about a 30%. And I don't know what the weekend is yet. Too far to start looking at Daytona Bike Week yet. That's still, we got 11 days we counted it. On the 29th, because this year's leap year, on the 29th, Destination Daytona and JP Cycles is supposed to be all fully open. That's what we're hearing from our word source. But everything else will start on Saturday or Friday. Friday's the first.
You missed it all, Karen. So right now we're in Port Orange on a friend's lot. I guess I should say he's not really a subscriber. He doesn't watch us. And then tomorrow we're going to go to Sunshine Holiday RV Park right next to Destination Daytona. We'll be there till the 29th, and then we'll go back to Sam's after that. So that's the plan. So they're talking about where they're at. Two of them live in Tennessee.
So what else is going on? Some of you may have already seen, if you're a Teddy Morris fan and you're on Teddy Morris's Harley Davidson social media, we won 2 passes, camping, all the concerts at Pappy Hoyle during the rally. We will make a decision what we're going to do with that when Daytona's over. Right now, I haven't got anything in writing. I got a text saying we won. We went in the office. They set everything all up, put our name and phone number and all that stuff. And Pappy Hoyle, I'm assuming is who's going to be sending me the stuff to an email. Maybe next week we'll get it. Not real excited about it at the moment. When we get it, it'd be great. I mean, I'm not looking for. I'm not going to hound her Monday and say we didn't get it. We didn't get it.
Oh, I thought you meant you weren't excited about winning it. He was all excited when he won.
No, I need to win. I wanted the guitar. If you want the guitar, let me know. I'll give you this. I wanted to sign guitar by Jesse James, like hanging up in the.
Jesse James Dupree.
That's right. I would love that. I wanted that.
There you go. All right, Johnny. We'll see you when you get down here.
And so we'll talk about that after Daytona, what we're going to do with that. As a lot of you know, we're already at Kathmandu. So will we be leaving Kathmandu and going over there for the week? Or will we give it away? Who knows? Time will tell. So that'll be some news coming up soon. If you're thinking about going, you've got an RV, we might have an opportunity at a campground for you for free. So we'll let you know how that works out.
Heather says, "Hi from Heather and Mike. We
ought to call up.
But we will see you
Rod.
in Myrtle Beach. Okay, we'll see you in Myrtle
You
Beach.
tell Rod that Pappy Hoyle gave us 2 passes and a campsite. He'll probably give us one for us to give away to you guys.
Are you guys going to Laconia this year?
No. Not doing Milwaukee either. Those 2 are off the board this year.
If I didn't win, if I won't, I give it to you. I don't care for music and stuff like that too much.
But the way you won it was you had to do the barcode. You're going to see it in the video tomorrow. It shows you the barcode that you would have scanned. And then you had to do it before 3 o'clock. And then their computer pulled the winners. We actually got one of the winners. They got free tickets to, I thought they got it for the whole homecoming, but it's just tickets to the museum. That kind of sucks.
That's what I thought, but I don't know. It might be more than that. I don't know.
We'll see. With new subscribers, we just met them. Wait till you hear them talk on there. Yeah. They were very entertaining on tomorrow's video.
Okay.
So that's some of the news that's going on. So what else is going on? Not much going on Main Street. We show you kind of what's open on Main Street and what really isn't open. Not much of nothing's open. We went down to see about the coins that we always get from Humphreys. They do not have those yet. We will let you know when they come in.
A couple weeks, a couple days.
I want mine first before everybody else buys them. We'll know. We'll supposed to contact us and let us know what day they get them in. I thought they made them, but I guess they sent it, have somebody make them. They made them. I thought they made them in house. So what else is going on here? It's a rainy. That's what's going on. We went to the store today. She bought some clothes. We got a great deal. You got a chance to talk about it tomorrow in the video. You get to Destination Daytona, go out and look at the outlet. That place is packed. She said they remodeled it. I don't remember what it looked like.
I think so, yeah. Because they had this really fancy, because I like that. Paneling, but it's metal and it's got like etching in it. I don't think that was in there before. I would think I would have remembered that. But anyway, I think
dressing rooms and stuff. I don't know. Like I say, it is full of stuff. It's long, got jackets and coats and rain gear, and we got t-shirts 75% off. They only got extra large. They didn't have much. Had to be very sparingly to get what I could get. But we got something. She got a couple of shirts. And how often do you walk out of Harley with 2 shirts for under 20 bucks? We're not quoting any prices because we're not allowed to talk about prices about Harley Davidson. We don't really talk about prices anyway on most stuff.
All right,
Unless
Greg, we'll see when
the
you get down
owner
here.
or whatever wants to tell you, like Crazy Horse Campground, they tell us what the rate is, and it's not bad. I think it's 21 bucks a person, per person, per RV, and they got a weekly rate, and it's not bad. If I would have known about Crazy Horse 4 years ago, we would have stayed there from the beginning.
I want to know if we partake in any particular ride every year.
Here,
Yeah, we've
probably the
done.
Loop.
Well, no, but I mean like an event ride.
Oh, well, we did the women's ride.
The Bikers Bell ride we did last year. Seems like there was another ride we did.
You know, they don't do a lot of rides down
We
here.
probably have some veterans rides and
don't know.
things like that.
I don't know a lot of them. See, that's what's wrong with
Poker run.
that's what's wrong with motorcycle rallies. And that's one of the reasons we do what we do
Try
is
to find out for you.
nobody links stuff together. You know, whatever Iron Horse and Broken Spoke's doing down here, that's their thing. Whatever they're doing on Main Street, they don't even keep together. What they do at each one of those bars, they tell you, they just talk about themselves. Nobody, and there's some apps out there, but the apps don't really give you good justice. I don't know if they fixed it up yet. I know Biketoberfest, they got their own app now that's showing you pretty much everything that's going on. But I don't know if Daytona Bike Week has one, which is through the Chamber of Commerce puts on Bike Week, and another private organization puts on Biketoberfest.
Can you sleep in the LG? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Right? Bob and Tam, will you do? What will you all do on the first weekend of Daytona?
I don't know. I don't really have any. Well, we're trying to get her bike fixed up, so we're hoping. I got to get that sit down tomorrow and figure out all the things she needs. Go into J&P Cycles and they'd see what they can get, and a lot of it depends on how fast they can get it. What we want to get done while we're here is the front forks. We want to get the springs changed in that, lower it back down. We want to get springs shocks for the back to lower it back down to stock. We want to get the grips changed, the handlebars changed, the windshield on it, and the seat. We need to get all that done before we move to the next rally. The rest of the stuff, she wants floorboard, she wants a heel toe shifter on it. I don't know what else she wants. There's some other things. She wants a different air cleaner. She wants a different air cleaner. So there's a bunch of different things that she wants that
I like some hard bags, but we'll see.
we're still looking at that.
Large. Can we sleep in the large? I don't know. I didn't get what that said. You can sleep in the large. Laugh out loud. I don't know what that means. Notorious Ninja. Always watch for the Ninja ZX14s to see if I can see any ideas from any other bikes.
There you go. And that's kind of like here, there is a lot of, I call them crotch rockets. A lot of those are here. You see a lot more because we actually have, which I hate to even talk about it because it's stupid that we have groups like this. We have like a black bike week too here, but it goes on at the same time up by, I guess they got a black college right up here. We've gone up there a couple times, go by there, slow down. Nothing's really we haven't never seen anything going on, so we never stop. It's not as crazy as the one they have in Myrtle Beach.
I would think they do more stuff at night. We've always been by down there during the daytime. And it looks like they've got some places to eat, set up, and some bands that are going to start. But whenever we've gone down there, it's like there's not been a whole lot of stuff.
I think their stuff more starts sometime in the middle of the week and goes to the next weekend. Because on Saturday night, the last Saturday, it ends up being crotch rocket after crotch rocket on Main Street. It gets pretty crazy on that last Saturday. So I'm not sure if theirs goes, but we've seen some advertisement while we're here that there's a band or something that's going to be playing down there. You know, we don't have a problem going down there and checking it out. But to me, when you come to a bike week, Daytona, Sturgis, Myrtle Beach, it doesn't matter what color you are, what you ride. You know, everybody's welcome. There's always, it's just like the people that say, oh, you pull a trailer, you know, well, you ride a bike. What difference does it make? You come to a rally, you have fun. You ride your bike around, you have a good time. That's what it's all about. It's got nothing to do with how you get here. You know, some people put their bike on the train and haul it down here and pull it up. That's kind of cool. you know, if I lived up east, I would probably try that out.
So Ron, Emory HVAC is about ready to jump on the Sidewinder, and then they're heading to Bullhead City. They're at Cool Springs
Oh, okay. And
now. That's fun. They must have stopped just to see us real quick.
yeah. See if the garage is still there. Go by the garage. Check it out. Make sure it's still there. Nobody stole it. You could have stayed at the house. We gave
So
you
has
the
it been
code.
warm enough for you guys out there? And did you
Well, it's
get
in
any
the
of that
70s.
rain?
It's in the 70s.
Isn't that when all that rain was going to be coming in
Yeah.
when we left and they were going out there?
Yeah. 'Cause I know, well, in the mornings it's been very cool. I don't know if they're holding up before they take off. But I've been seeing some local people in Arizona been out riding.
Well, it's 5 here, so it's 3 there, 2
2
there.
hours different.
2 there.
So-
Where is the best place to do or go during the rally?
In Daytona? In Daytona here, there's a lot of stuff going on. You know, it depends on what you want. You know, everybody's got to spend a little time down on Main Street. Lots of bikes riding up and down Main Street. But you got to watch because it ends up being the same Yahoo will drive around 100 times. I wish they would fix it to where it was one way, make them go all the way around. But it's kind of neat to spend a little time on Main Street. Destination Daytona, where the Harley dealer is, you've got to go there and check that out. All the big vendor trucks are there. Now there's vendors everywhere else. Speedway's got some vendors. You got a flea market out here over by Crazy Horse Campground, right there on the corner of Tamaka Road and the Speedway. There's the big flea market there. They also have, like, if you're looking for T-shirts and not have, you know, for your friends you want to take home, you can go down there and buy them for under 20 bucks. Some of them's got 2 for 10 or 2 for 20. They'll have some, you know, they're knockoffs, but they're still Daytona Bike Week shirts. So that'll be there. You also want to go down to Cackleberry. That's down Tamaka Road. It's about 5 miles down Tamaka Road. I don't remember exactly how many miles it was. On the one side, right side's got Cackleberry. Left side's got the Cabbage Patch. On the weekends, Cabbage Patch has the wrestling. If you've never seen it, it's worth seeing. If you've seen it, you've done it. A lot of the same girls every year. You're not that close to them, but it's another event. Lots and lots and lots of bike shows here.
On Sunday the 3rd, we'll probably be back at the Sunday.
We'll probably be at the Beaver Bar for Sunday for breakfast.
So,
We may do a meet and greet on that first Sunday at the Beaver Bar. That's kind of what we were talking about this morning. On the 3rd, is it the 3rd? Yeah. That we'll do a meet and greet at the Beaver Bar. We'll get there at 8. Go to 8 to 10. We'll hang out and you can have breakfast. It's cheap. It's it was under $10. Last time she said it was $7.99.
I thought it was $7.99.
Like, I don't
All you can eat.
I don't remember. And,
yes, they do, right?
you know, if you're an Indian person, you definitely got to check out the Indian dealer. They said on the radio here, they said they're going to be doing stunts and all kinds of stuff down there. Boss Hoss, if you've got a trike or you got a V8 engine, they have a big parade that they have. I think it's the last Friday. I think if they have that, at least from Indian dealer. And we'll have all this as we're building up. That's why we get here so early. Before Daytona kicks off on the 1st, we will have as much information as possible to tell you what's going on. We're already got a bunch of flyers that I've gotten that we're going to be putting up on our Facebook page, Bob and Tam's. So check that out and see if there's something that you want to see. A band. So far, I haven't heard any big headliners going to be here. I think Kurt Ford might be playing someplace. Colt Ford might be playing someplace. Hairball, of course, is going to be here. Like I say, we'll talk about that when we have the list in front of us so we can tell you. We'll have some more lives before then to kind of give you an idea of what's happening while you're here. We're going to be talking to the chief. The sheriff now again has approached us, and maybe we're going to get to talk to the sheriff again.
Don't hold your breath.
It would be
He's
really
very
neat.
busy.
This time we're giving him a really big notice. So hopefully we'll find out Monday or Tuesday. Hopefully they'll give us some kind of timeline again.
They said Beaver Bar used to be $5 for breakfast. I don't know.
Even anything under $10 nowadays is cheap.
Hey, there's Bobo socks.
So we'll be over there. Like I said, I don't know what the price is. It all goes to charity. She gives all the money they collect off of the buffet. They give all that money to a local charity.
She's going to be playing.
But she normally plays all the rallies in Florida.
Support.
So we'll give you a bunch of stuff that's going on. Some of the things that we're going to be definitely at. We are going to be at Willie's for our Chopper Time show. That's on the 9th. It's on Thursday. We'll be at Warren Lanes. I think it's on Friday. We'll be there. We'll be covering a bunch of stuff at the dealership. You know, the bikini contest. They got a bikini wash. It's only going to be at the weekends. I think Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on both 3 days. They're not going to be there during the week. Free bike wash. They only ask for a donation. It's the bikini girls, just like they have at the Buffalo Chip. They'll be there. Plus, they're going to have a bike show and all kinds. They've got a big stunt show coming in there. Actually, the one that was you were at the Buffalo Chip. The ones that were in the front, they are going to be the ones that are going to be at Teddy Morris. They're also going to have the steel ball like they did last year. That's going to be there. We have not heard about the Wall of Death. We're going to tell Teddy he needs to get that. Those guys are great. And
The Beaver Bar is on
across from Iron Horse.
across from Iron Horse. If you're at Destination Daytona 95 and you head toward the water, you'll come to it within the first 2 miles. And if you're coming from,
Main Street.
from Teddy's, it'll be on the left, inside the road. Iron Horse will be on the right.
Yeah. So you can't miss it.
Iron Horse, you're going too far.
That's really, it's right. You're in Ormond Beach. That's where really all the main bars are at, other than on Main Street. You know, they've got, what's the other bar there that the guy we talked to before, and they got that little bar there, and they have some vendors there. That's the first bar. After you pass Broken Spoke, they're redoing
the Boot Hill
Yeah.
Outpost.
Yeah, Boot Hill Outpost. They have a bar there. Then you have the Beaver Bar. Then you have another little bar on the other side of that. Can't keep track of all those.
If you want a boondock bubble sucks, you can go to Crazy Horse.
$21 per person.
Yeah, per night. And then that's boondocking.
They
And
got
then
grass. No trees, but they got grass.
You can bring your own generator.
They have shower house, a good shower house, lots of showers. They have attendants inside. They have Johnny on the spots that are all cooped up. We used them the other day. They clean them out almost every day, so it's really clean. It's a great atmosphere there, and it's a big property. They probably got, 1,000 acres there, and you can park out as far as you want. So we talk about that on the video. We got a video coming out, and sometime next week, we'll have a video on Crazy Horse Campground, how it works, how to get into it, what the prices are, everything you need to know.
That Breakfast at Beaver Bar is only on Sundays.
Yes.
George is on Sons of Speed Saturday.
Yes. That's another event, Friday and Saturday. Friday is their practice.
Trials.
They cost for both of them, and then Saturday is the actual race. Now we're gonna do 2 there. We're gonna definitely hit the lane this year on Saturday. So our hope is we'll go Friday afternoon late and watch some of the speeds.
We've still never been there. Annie Oakley's, that little bar before you get to the freeway. Everybody told us to stop there, and we've talked about it, and we'll
try to get there this year.
Yep.
And so we'll see how that works out.
If you come down, let us know.
And then so Saturday morning we'll go down and watch Sons of Speed. See, last year they said the track was gonna be closed, you couldn't get off of it, so we didn't plan anything. Then they let everybody get on and off of it. So we're gonna park the bike on the outside, and then we'll walk in, do all of our stuff, and then if we can get out of there at noon, we'll then go to the lane. It goes on till like 3 or 4 o'clock. But we just want to be there to say, we've been there, done that, seen that. Glad we went. Cackleberry and the Slaw Wrestling, we'll stop in there one day and check all that out. We're not spending all day at either one of those 2 places. We just aren't going to probably have the time this year. We'll have to see. Maybe during the week there might be something. Who knows? We do have a day.
Well, last year, who they have, we wanted to go see. It was a country band.
Yeah, I don't remember. But we didn't make it. We do have one big event that's going to happen either Tuesday or Wednesday of the bike week that we can't talk about yet. It hasn't all been ironed out yet, and we'll let you know about that. That's going to be a day probably we're going to be gone most of the day. So you may see us in some places. We may talk about that. But until that gets totally ironed out, I ain't going to talk about it. There's some events going on. You have a Chase credit card. You have an opportunity to talk to the designers on Monday. You have to have a Chase card to get in there. Cost you $10. So we're going to be there and see it. And we're trying to find out if there's anything else going on by Corporate Harley. I got kind of screwed, which I'm going to kind of complain to him about it, that they had the big inductee thing in Vegas. And we could have went to that.
Right there.
And I'm kind of mad that nobody even told us about it.
We didn't get an invite or at least a heads up saying.
Yep.
Ray's Moto Life said that there's a huge YouTuber meetup at Keckleberry. He thinks on the 8th.
I ain't heard nothing about it yet. I don't know. Monkey was on there a little bit last night, Friday night. Friday night.
They said,
and I didn't hear him. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just kind of clicked on for a little bit. And he was trying to talk about Cackleberry, but I didn't hear him saying nothing about it. We haven't. The Badgers do a lot of stuff, but I haven't heard anything about the Badgers doing anything. But that could be that the Badgers are doing it because they're involved with a lot of the other YouTubers too. But we have not heard anything about that. If you find out who's putting it on, let us know.
Yep. So Ray, if you want to come to the Beaver Bar breakfast on Sunday and meet up with a bunch of people, you can do that too.
Forgot about Monday.
Bike Builders Breakfast.
There you go. That'll be at Destination Daytona, and all that money goes to charity. They got some great things. Some of that we've auctioned. We've gotten some really cool things from that auction. We got one of them with us. We got the helmet that was signed by the people from Sons of Speeds. One of the signatures got rubbed off. Didn't see it till I bought it.
I think it's Gina Wood.
So we're gonna bring that with us and see if we can get her to re-sign it. And you've seen it in the shop, but we brought it with us. I mean, everything. It only costs like $20 or $25 if you order ahead of time to the breakfast. But you meet a lot of great bike builders are there. Really neat. We also right here at Giuseppe's, there's a lot of stuff going to be going on here. We're going to tell you about it. Indians having a day here. Billy Lane's having a big event here. We're going to invite you to these events. So stay tuned so you find out. Well, this is. So the information that you need to watch is watch the YouTube channel and also go to our Bob and Tam's Facebook page. We post stuff there. If you don't like Facebook, just get on it for this time so you can kind of see what's going on. We have no other way to post it. Some of our friends from Australia wants us to do What's Up. She's on that now. We haven't figured out quite how that works yet.
I know. Neil's now on.
There's some other ones, Rumble. We're trying to get on Rumble. They keep contacting me. I had trouble trying to upload all of our videos to it. I'm on that other one. What's the other one? Odyssey.
Yeah.
We got our videos on there. But I mainly did those because I did that because if YouTube got mad at us someday, they just take all your stuff away and you got nothing to do.
You got nothing left.
Scotty happened to him that way. Sideshow Scotty. Goodness, Tramp Scotty. He lost his channel. Little too much political talk. He acts like he didn't know why, but that's why. You got to be, gotta watch what you say. And we try to say, we don't talk politics on here no more than I'm supposed to. Should do. And we don't say a lot of things because you just got to be very careful about what you do. Just like the girls and all that, that's what we put on our Patreon channel. If you're one of Amzor Adams' friends, subscribers, he's had some issues with that. He can't figure out why. YouTube, as being small YouTubers, you can't get away with what the other big YouTubers do.
Keep the man.
When you're smaller, they're a little more stricter on you. A girl just shakes her butt and they're going to pull your channel. So we show the girls, and that's about it when she does her interviews. But you can't chase these girls and watch her butt shake. That YouTube won't go for that. They can't even watch a girl dance. She's in a bikini and she's dancing. YouTube flags you.
I think that one lady was a dancer. I just showed people. I don't know. It's funny. Mexi Philly says Bob for president. He's on. There's
Sturgis.
Mike's on.
Harley Frank Forever asked me. I think it was Harley Frank Forever. I want to know if I was going to be mayor of Sturgis.
Mayor forever.
Oh, the Sturgis mayor has stepped down. There's some political crap going on in Sturgis. I actually had if you go to our Bob and Tam's, there's actually a local kind of spelled it out. And I've kind of been hearing some of this already. They had a business agent. I didn't like that they did this either. The business agent mainly did all the stuff in town, and the mayor was just a PR person. You elect the mayor. Now, what they ended up doing was getting a petition, and what we're being told is to get that petition that some local businesses high-pressured people into signing it. Don't know if it's true or not. Don't know. About 900 names. It basically said that it should have been something that the city had to vote on. Either if they want one or if they do that. But the city, it's like we do. If some of you, you might have seen him on our Meekums one. Lance from the city was there. He didn't talk, but you might have seen him in their booth. Well, he's not elected. He's an appointed person. He got hired by the city he's in charge of, what's his job?
Sponsorships.
Sponsorships. So, like, if you want to be Budweiser or
Get some flannel.
whoever you are, and you want to get your name in the city
Gorilla glue.
Advertising, you got to talk to him, and then he tells you how much it costs you to get involved. So,
50s? What it is here?
57 this a while ago when I looked. Before we turned all this on, I looked at it said 57. 61, 62 today was the high. Rainy, wet all day. But it never was a hard pour. I wore my sweatshirt all day with the hood.
It was
And
kind of a
it's
steady.
damp, but I mean, I'm not soaked. And we went to the mall. The malls are all outside here. We went to the Tanglewood, whatever it is. Tanglerwood, whatever that thing is. That outlet mall over here by Bucky's. Now, somebody told me, well, because we're talking about Bucky's, how crowded it was. And somebody said, duh, you know, it's a race going on, man. No, because all the locals here tell me that is the worst freaking Bucky's you can ever go to because it's always insane there. So I don't know. We're going to check it out. It was packed today, but the race is still going on. So we'll see next week. We'll see. Middle of the week, we'll go up there and it's not looking to buy
We gotta get Mike a cup.
Yeah.
We never did get it yet.
Their gas came down. Fuel went down to $3.77 a gallon for diesel. It looks like there's a gas war going on with Sam's and Bucky's. We got Sam's last night. Because I figured we're going to gas up every couple of days. Everybody else in town's over $4 a gallon for diesel. Not time to go to the bathroom, baby. I drink a lot of tea today. A lot. Oh, my back's stuck to the. My shirt was up. Oh, yeah, it hurt.
See, all these people behind us. What they do when he leaves. So Karen says the race is tomorrow. I think they're supposed to have 2 races. So I don't know. They said if it rains at all, they can't have the race. I don't know. Bob says because they have slick tires on it. I don't know. I thought you could ride in the rain. When I was little, we always used to go to stock car races, and didn't mean rain or shine, they had them. But that was in dirt too, so I don't know. Corn in the fuel. Yeah, that's ethanol. We get the ethanol free gas. I used to buy a Buddy app. Gas Buddy. You know, but out by where we live, especially in California, people change those prices. You can go in and change it. I can go in and say it's $1.99 here, and everybody will run to that station, or because they say other stations will do it to other stations, they'll raise it up. One station we drove all across town to get to this station because it was like 3 cents cheaper. So we drove all the way there, and there was a thing all the way around it. The station wasn't even open; they were remodeling. So I wrote in there. I wrote gas was $9.99, and they said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yes." They said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yes." They said, "Retype in the price." I put $9.99 because I don't want anybody to drive clear out of their way to go to the stupid gas station that somebody said was 3 cents cheaper than everybody else on the planet. So anyway, I'll get off of that. That's why I don't like gas buddy. You're right, soon. We'll be down on the 29th. There's Sarge. Go to Bucky's in Sierraville, Tennessee, near Pigeon Forge, the biggest one in the U.S. Cease, you're back already?
Yeah, stop a minute. So people wonder, is this place any good to eat at? Let's have a quick look. Here, let me turn the camera on. That way it's a better screen. Settings, camera. Hey, there I am. Camera.
I can't see all of that. Can't race 200 miles an hour in the rain.
Can't talk after I walk away.
That one night where we get dark and went out Joey, we were on turn 2 exactly like
and there's a big line at the front door. There's probably 30 to 50 people standing at the front door and outside trying to get in here. So let me switch the camera back around. There's the top of our pizza box. Settings.
So Mike wanted to know, or no, not Mike, Ray, where we were going to be. So this Saturday coming up, if you're going to be here, we're going to be at the Beaver Bar, and probably next Saturday also, because the 25th we're going to be there because it's going to be Heavy Ed's 30th anniversary party, and we're going to be there for that. And then the next Saturday We're just
Sunday.
gonna kind of, Sunday, we're gonna do a meet and greet.
You mad because I kept saying Saturday on the video yesterday,
Sunday.
and I kept saying Sunday and Saturday. Now she's saying Saturday. Both Sundays.
Yes.
For the next 2 Sundays,
We'll
we will be at the
Bar
Beaver Bar.
in the morning, probably like from 8.
Well, the first Sunday, we'll be there almost all day.
Yeah. The second Sunday, probably just in the morning for breakfast.
Yeah, we'll probably do a meet and greet if you guys want to come out 8 to 10. That'll be on the, is that the second or the third?
Did you
Third.
wash your hands?
Yes, I did. Of course I did.
Jeff wanted to know.
Always.
For inquiring minds, yes, he does. I work in a hospital.
No, I worked at a gas company that the young guys would walk out and the guys would just give them a hard time about it. Embarrassed them in front of everybody else.
It is. It's a great place to eat here.
So just to let you know how crowded it is, because when we were here the other day, did the live, wasn't very busy. We were in between lunch and dinner, and just wanted to show you that this place is packed. It's a great place to eat. They also have pizzas to go. Get closer, nasty glare on me. So Seppi's.
It's on Nova and Herbert.
Yep. So it's
In Port
actually in
Orange.
Port Orange.
I went to Chicken Lady. She was tough. Oh, that guy behind us, they kept saying he was eating a lot. What's he got now? Move your head. Oh, here he goes. Looks like he's got like spaghetti or fettuccine. They do have a lot of Italian food here too. What's the name of the restaurant you guys are at? Giuseppe's.
Pizza. Steel City Pizza.
Yep.
And they're actually from the East Coast. They've been here since 1982, and it's 42 years that they've been in business. Dad had it originally, Dad and Mom, and their uncle ran it. The uncle sold out to JoJo, which is one of their sons, and now JoJo and his dad are owners of the place. And JoJo built this. They used to just have a little stand that they sold pizzas out of, and JoJo wanted to go big. This is actually a hurricane-proof building.
Yes, it is. One of Billy's Lane's friends.
Yes.
They were next door neighbors.
Yeah.
I think Billy's a little older than JoJo, but
And then we met another guy, Ray, the other day that is actually was in the same grade as.
Billy Lane.
If all goes well tomorrow, which probably is going to happen now, if JoJo's at home working on the bathroom, we get to go see, should go get to see Billy Lane tomorrow. We get an hour of his time. We only need 15 minutes to do a video. So we should have a video coming up next week on Billy Lane, talking about all the great stuff he's doing. Also talking about Sons of Speeds. If you want to buy tickets, you actually go to his website to buy your tickets for Sons of Speeds. So pretty neat. I can't believe JoJo here, how many people he knows.
I know, he knows everybody. You ask him a question, he's like, oh, you want their number? I got it here. Here, let's take a picture and I'll send it to him. And so,
Well, it's like we said, well, we're going to be talking to Teddy. He said, let me get a picture here. I said, well, who are you sending that to? He said, to Teddy. Let him know you're here. So,
put in a good word for us.
yeah.
Everybody I say that says they know Teddy, I'm like, put in a good word for us.
So dealership, I don't know what's really going on yet. We're going to talk to the GM on Tuesday to find out what they're doing, what kind of sales they're having. Other than that, I don't know. I know the Beaumont store sells their bikes at MSRP. Here, I don't know. I talked to some of the salesmen. Here, they're doing a lot of modifying to the bikes. A lot of them have some special detail, pinstriping, seats, things like that.
Well, they got the snapper seat guys, the ones that are up at Black Hills Harley. Those are some cool seats.
Yeah, I'd like to get my seat redone with that. And but they're actually from Rapid City, where their headquarters is.
We'll ask him if we see him tomorrow.
Who?
Mike said to ask Billy Lane about the air filter for the chopper. Oh, your chopper. I didn't even Billy Lane's chopper. I agree. This guy is stuffing pizza noodles.
So lots going on. It's kind of neat to be here in Daytona a little bit earlier. Broken Spokes doing a lot of work on their property again, cleaning up. They get really funny about us coming in there before. I don't know what the deal is. To me, I think it would be neat for you guys to see as they're fixing it up and then see it before they open. Now it's completely done, what they do to it. But they're like, oh, we don't show nothing, don't show nothing. Now, the Iron Horse is open. It's open year round. They got all new decking and stuff in the back. I don't know if we filmed any of that last year. But they got all new decking and stuff in it. The burnout pit's supposed to be gone. We're going to find out where they moved it to. I don't think they got rid of it for good. I think they might have moved it. But we'll find out what's going on over there. What else is going on? The doghouse is still there. It doesn't look like they've done anything to it. It looks exactly the same. The doghouse, the same guy that owns the doghouse is who's leasing Dirty Harry establishments. He's got the bank, he's got this Full Moon, and he's also got Dirty Harry. There is still going to be wet t-shirt contest. I seen the ad on that. 2 a day. That's it. I think one in the afternoon, one like 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock or something when I see them. I'll tell you the times later on. But they're not doing, before I think you did like 4 or 5 a day.
I think there was 3. I think there was one at noon, one at 3, and then one like at 6 or
We'll have
7.
to find out if that cowboy's still doing it. I think
He said he was retiring last year.
so he's gone.
Even though he left midway and that Joe Schutz did it or whatever, this the cowboy said this was his last year. He was done.
What ended up
retiring.
happening is some girl flashed, and again, he said a few things about it before she put her shirt down. And so somebody caught it from the city. And so he took the brunt instead of the bar getting in trouble. He said it was his fault, and he quit. And so that way, they didn't get in trouble, and they didn't have any more wet teas the rest of the week. So, but
for a few days. I think for the.
I think it was for the end of the week. They don't think they had any more. So we'll see what's all happening. We never reach out to Daytona police. We don't really. None of them have ever been voluntarily. We didn't get around to last night. We thought about it when it was already too late about trying to see if we can find OP Live out here, see what's going on. And so we didn't get out and do that. And, what else have we seen going on? We haven't gone by the Indian store yet. We're kind of holding off on that. The Honda dealer, he's still on the one out there. He hasn't gone nowhere. The Honda, Yamaha, whatever he is.
It's
Honda,
the Euro something dealer.
He's got a couple of different kinds of bike sales. They had the rat show there one year, and I think during the pandemic, and then they went back down to Indian dealer. So we don't know where all the bike shows are, other than a few. Teddy's gonna have one just about every day too. Broken Spoke pretty much has one. Saturday, the last Saturday is always the boardwalk. There'll be some up at the Speedway. Harley Davidson will be putting some stuff on up there. The girls' ride will still be going on this year if you're interested in looking into that. What's it called?
What one?
The girls' ride.
Biker Bell.
Yeah. So look up Biker Bell. You can be a dude too and ride. Maybe if you're coming by yourself or you ain't got a woman, you might check it out. Guys can ride with the girls and meet a lot of ladies and girls there. So you might check that out if you're a single guy or just want to be friendly with a bunch of women. What they do, they go on a ride. They went out and did the loop and came back, and then they ended up at the Speedway again. Didn't we end up there? And then they had a little
thing for women. They showed them like how to pick up your bike and how to work on your bike, and it's all about women empowerment, riding, and getting more women out on the bike.
And it's good to support that. By giving money to that all that money goes to their fund. So that's
Mike says there's a good Christian church on hand in Ormond Beach. If anyone's looking.
There you go.
I got church to go to.
Don't have time. You're gonna be at breakfast on 2 Sundays.
What time do they start?
That first Sunday you're gonna be busy all day.
I don't know.
I watched church on the internet this morning.
I did. My church is back home. I watch still. I don't drink, so I will have fun and remember everything. Yeah, that's how we are, right?
But I did have a beer. Yes, when we got here, JoJo wanted to get me a beer, so I had a Corona with a lime in it. And I was thinking about a beer tonight, but I don't know. I think we're gonna have cake. They got dreamsicle cake and chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake.
10 layers. So I think we're gonna get a piece of cake before we leave. Might take it home because cake and milk's got to go together. So.
They said they had milk there.
Did they? Mm-hmm. Well, maybe we might eat it.
They said they had milk, hot chocolate, tea, coffee, and soda. It's on the back of the schedule. There you go.
Where's the milk at?
Tea, milk, coffee, and hot chocolate, and all the soda. Anyway, so Rowan says, sounds cool for the girls.
So if you're gonna go, if
fun.
you're thinking about getting here and want to stay at Crazy Horse because it's not open year round.
Oh, somebody asked about a tent. I forgot who it was. He says tent, single guy. You can go to Crazy Horse and stay there too in your tent. Guess it's the same price, $21 per person per night. But they do have a shower house there, and then they have Johnny on the spots. So whoever that was, sorry, I just remembered you asked that.
But Crazy Horse, they made me forget what I was going to say. Oh, Crazy Horse, you can get in there already the Thursday before the rally starts, and you have to be out on the Monday. If you can show up, if you've got an RV, you can show up on Wednesday. I didn't tell you that, but officially Thursday. You get here on Wednesday, let us know. We'll make sure you get in. Just call the phone number, and he'll come over there. Get you set up.
I don't know.
What?
Convict Lake 100 says, are you going to go to Babes Ride out in Deadwood, July 11th through the 13th? BOBES.
July 11th to the 13th. I have no idea. I don't know anything about it.
I'll write it down and I'll look
Well,
it
you
up.
really need to email us. Go to our email.
Which one?
Any of them. Go to our email, send me a flyer on it or any information on it. She'll write it down. It doesn't necessarily remember. She's going to remember where it's at. Emails, I look at them all, and then I would look at it and see. I don't know anything about that ride. So
That's a long ride, July 11th through the 13th.
Yeah, are they going somewhere?
Oh, I almost said in spring.
You've been upset.
I know you would have. So yeah, is it B-O or B-A? B-O-B-E-S. Out in Deadwood, July 11th through the 13th. Yeah, I wrote it down. We'll look it up. There's ad spikes. I just Andrew and Nicole was on a few minutes ago. Jeff says it's funny. Daryl Les says, hey, Bob and Tam. Dreamsicle cake sounds good. That's what he'll eat. I'll eat the chocolate. Don't start that. Nope, I have a wife of 21 years and respect. She doesn't do rallies or motorcycles. She lets me do all the motorcycle rallies myself.
Well, you can still go and ride with the girls. You support them.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying you're going to get lucky there. I'm just saying you get to talk to some girls and meet them. And some of them are famous people. Some of them have written books and all kinds of stuff. And one of the ladies that was there has rode across. She's like, what is she, 80-something years old last year? And she's rode across the country like 10 times now. And on her 90th birthday, she's going to ride the east to west coast again.
She said she's going to have to do on trike, and she's not happy about it. 9:30 and 11:30. I'll have to see if I can make it. Where are you guys staying?
Right now, we're in Port Orange on private property, Sam's house. Tomorrow morning, we leave. Tomorrow afternoon, we leave and go over to Sunshine Holiday, which is over by Destination Daytona, right next door. We'll be there for 10 days on the 28th or 29th. We move back to Sam's place and stay there the rest of the time. Might go to Crazy Horse, but I don't know yet. The only thing when we stay at Sam's, we always have the 110 to use. I know it's just going to be super hot. We're going to run the generator anyway. Maybe we'll go to Crazy Horse. Don't know yet. At Sam's house, we're always invited to. It's private. It's got 5 acres he owns. So that's typically where we stay. We have one other person that we can stay at her house, but we haven't taken the trailer down to see how it's going to back in and out. And because they said they have a 110 outlet too that we could plug into. That at least gets the microwave going. We can run the little heater if we want. Keeps the batteries all charged up, especially on these days no sun's out. So keeps everything going. Most of the stuff on our trailer runs on 12 volts.
I heard you were under the weather. Oh. Well, yeah. If you guys have been under the weather, I hope you're doing better. Bob's Ride is a women's group of riders. They camp for 3 days and ride locally. They have a website. Okay, we'll have to look that up. Because
as long as it's not, what's that one thing we went out to that one time and ended up being more of a 1% club, all bikers?
Oh, yeah. That was here in Daytona. Somebody told us we had to go to this place. We need to go down there.
This could be something to do with that. It was something sound very similar, but then when we got there, it was all MCs. We were the only people there that weren't an MC member. I'm not saying they were all 1%er, but a lot of them were.
And we had to have special permission to come in, and they wanted to know who sent us. We had to fill all this paperwork. They said, give us your name and information. We'll pass it on to other people. If they approve you, then we'll call you back, and then you can come back. Because it was way down past Edgewater down there.
So I don't know if that's what this is or not, but we're not, nothing wrong with MCs. We have a lot of them. We just sat down with one the other day again, chatted with. A lot of MCs watch our show. We appreciate that, but we don't. Typically, they don't like to be filmed. Now we have one that says they're going to come talk to us down here in Daytona. 1%er. They're going to tell us all kinds of stuff. We just got to give them a list of what we want to talk about. Don't have anything really particular to talk about, but I might think about something. But we're not looking for dirt or nothing like that. But
I'm glad you're okay.
Years ago, I was supposed to get a deal with Sonny and from the Hells Angels, and he died on me before we got the interview. That kind of sucks.
He's still mad at him for that.
He should have died. I was going to get it. He was all ready to, mainly we was going to talk about his book.
Yeah.
We had another one that I never did put a video up. Another one from Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. He wrote a book.
His name was Tiny.
Yeah. He was
like 6'8".
a big 1%er, and he was really big into that.
Wasn't very happy with him.
Yeah. just says it's not like it used to be. You know, back in the 60s and the 70s, 1%ers where they took care of each other. Nowadays, what we're hearing is they're not as good a brothering organization as it used to be. Like I said, I don't know. That's just what a few said. So we're not going to talk a lot about that today.
They
But
said
that's
it's just for women. They go out and camp and hang out with each other. It's not a 1% group. And only a man can go if a woman sponsors her husband to go.
I don't know.
Something like that. It's
I don't
just-
know what our time schedule will be at that time of year in Sturgis. We've got from the 10th on is when we got a lot of agenda to get done then. Once we get done with that,
We'll see you when you get down here.
on the 21st, probably not because we're thinking that first week. No, that would still be in June.
Yeah. That's
That
June 23rd.
Yeah.
23rd, 24th,
So
25th
I don't know.
we're going to do the bear tooth pass.
If the weather-
If it's nice up there, if it's open, I mean, it doesn't have to be like, it's probably still going to be cold up there, but as long as it's open, it's not 10 feet of snow up there. And if you're going to be there, you can join us on that ride. I don't know where we're going to stay at yet.
we're going to talk to Speeds when we get there and see where they stay at. Well, your snazzy little pen there.
Well, this is one I've had.
I know, but you find it so you never used it before.
I know, I just decided I could use it, so I'm using it instead of my
You're doing the
finger.
iPad.
Yeah.
Because we
So
don't have
that's
the
why I
big
keep
computer
looking
setup.
down. Because the screen's there and then the iPad's down here. Oh, my hair is like itching my notes. We're on an hour and 10 minutes and there's 72 people on.
Not too bad.
3 thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up if you're
Oh, I
on.
forgot to monetize it too.
Oh,
I always forget that. That way you don't get any commercial. I don't make any money until after we turn it off. And but that's okay.
we're at 51.
We're actually doing really good. We appreciate everybody watching our videos. I was very overly impressed about those that watched us coming out here. You know, most of those videos were 1,500, 3,000
That was nice.
views, and we really appreciate that. We're hoping that this is going to keep building up as we go through the season, and we're hoping by the time Daytona starts, hey, we're just numbers away from 24,000 subscribers. I should put this out. We have a goal that I want to hit 25,000 before Daytona opens. That's a big jump between 24, 9, 50, whatever we got now, and another 1,000 on top of that.
Oh, it's 23.
Well, it's going to be 24. It's 23, 940 or something. Talk to all your friends. Send out, share this video. Say, hey, watch their videos and subscribe. I just love to hit 25,000. That would just give me a big boost to hit into Daytona. We don't know what we're going to do after Daytona's over because we got a long month and a half here. Not much is going on. You know, maybe we'll go down and visit the monkey, and maybe we'll do a video with the monkey and spend a day or two down there in his neck of the woods.
Yeah.
And I'll have to check on that. See what old TJ has to say. And he'll invite me down. I would love to help him work on one of his bikes he's working on. I don't know what he's working on now. You know, he's got a bike for sale, and I don't know what all he's doing. I don't watch everybody, but I did see he is a subscriber of our channel. I know I always say that. I know there's a lot of other YouTubers watch our channel, but they're afraid to subscribe, which I don't know why. I subscribe to other people's YouTube channels. You know, if I've clicked on your channel 1 or 2 times, I don't always say anything either, but which is funny. It would be, which I do. On the monkeys, I have said something on his regular, not just his live, but I mean, I've said something on his regular videos. And so, but I don't know if everybody reads them. I read everybody's comment. Everybody's. Unless we get busy, like we have before in Sturgis, she'll take over and do some of them because if we're getting 1,000 of them in a day, I can't get through all of them. So we read them all and we make a comment back. Either you don't say a whole lot, like you just say, man, I love watching your videos, and just write thanks. You know, what else can I say? But if you kind of ask a question or say something, I'll kind of write something back to it. I have a whole bunch of them here that are on the video of the war horse, the compensator, dark horse, the compensator. They'll be here soon, and I'm gonna let them answer them all so I can, because I'm not an expert. I don't know everything. I know some, but I don't know everything. Things that I put on my bike, which I should know more about the compensator because I put it on my bike, but I don't.
Right.
But you know, like the stereo, the speakers, the amp, I know about that. The digital gauges, you know, seat, all this. They're pretty much most system exhaust, things like that. I know what I've got.
Stephen says his last day at Myrtle Beach, Harley Davidson, is the 29th of February.
You're gonna for good or just for the rally?
Probably for good. I'm hoping he's working his butt off.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ain't no need of money. You got money.
I think he does it so he can get his Harley Davidson fix up his motorcycle.
Mm.
I'll be camping next door to the monkey. Okay, there you go.
In the cabbage patch. All right.
Cackleberry. I'll hit your channel, Ray. Yep. Ray, you're mostly on Instagram, aren't you? You always pop up on my Instagram more than YouTube for some reason. For good. There you go, Stephen. So Hill says, thanks for all you guys do, even though I'm not going to make it to Daytona. We plan on Sturgis again this year. Hope to see you guys there and beg and plead for one of your new stickers.
So
If we give them all out, we will order some more.
well, it just depends if we got them in stock yet or not, or something like that. We'll see how it all
Well,
goes.
usually if you order them through that Mule, whatever he gets them from, Mule sticker, we usually get them within a week.
Well, usually we try to get when they have them on sale. I'm waiting for I prefer the round ones because they're cheaper, less expensive. We give this away. We're not selling anything. And so the guy's supposed to be designing them because when we tried to make them, it was too much white. And I wanted to kind of fill it up. So we're waiting to see what he makes.
Yeah, because it was like us, and then it said Bob and Tam's, and then this top part up here, like this much of it, was just all white. And I said, well, can't they just put a border or something around it? I
So
don't
we'll
know.
see what they do when they make them.
Fireball and something.
So when I wrote the guy today,
Monkey.
he said he'd be getting back to us soon on it. So hopefully soon will be in the next week or so. Next week.
Gonna go to Ruth Boone's. Judy Boone's.
Yep. That's a great place to eat.
Oh yeah, Stephen, we went there.
So
a
Judy
couple
Boone's
times.
and also Mammy's are two places we will definitely eat at least twice while we're in Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
We're in Myrtle Beach almost 2 full weeks.
So yep. So Stephen will be taking us everywhere. Like,
Oh, we have other ones.
Richard.
Richard wanted to take us to Mammy's.
Yep. We'll have to do breakfast again there. I took a break, Neil, but just about every Monday night I'll be doing more live streams as soon as I get back from Daytona. Hope to update my sticker. So this new sticker should be in. We're supposed to be getting them the 21st. But we'll see. Things that we've been supposed to be getting to the mail have not been doing real good.
So we'll see what
happens. From China. I don't know where they're going, but they're not going from point A to point B.
Well, if we run them out of here, we run them down to her friend's house.
Yeah.
And but that's too far. It's out of Port Charlotte. It's too far to go down there and pick them up. So we don't know if it's an issue with the guy we're staying with, his address. We've sent him to 160 Biker Chick, but sometimes the postman won't deliver them with our name on it. They just don't even offer to take it, so she has to tell him ahead of time. I'm expecting something from him. You know, you think anything with that address would come to their address, but you know how some of the post people are. One postal on you. So,
okay.
So what we're hoping for Sturgis, what we're really hoping works out is we're going to give you guys all this great information before you get to Sturgis. It's going to start already on June 10th, all the way up until the rally starts. And then we're going to be doing lives probably the rest. That's the goal. That way we still have time during the day to meet up with you guys, do some rides with you. Now we're not going to be doing Iron Mountain or Needles Highway or nothing like that during rally week. If you want to do that, you got to get there before.
But we'll probably do a ride again out to Eula. You want to go out to Ham and Jam?
Yeah, probably.
So if you guys want to go to Ham Jam with us, we'll get up early and head out
And
there.
the odds are we're not doing Topless Tuesday this year. It's just way too much time for me to spend a whole day. There's so much stuff. We've never got to do Military Appreciation Day with the city on Tuesday. So we want to definitely do that this year with them. So we're not doing Topless Tuesday. We thank them again for sending us almost 500,000 subscribers, or 500,000 views on my video from 2 years ago. Stupid morons.
Well, we
And,
did get a lot of subscribers too. I think that because he said that in the first few days, like I don't know why got like 300 subscribers. Well, I think it was from them
bad mouthing
us, and people said, "Well, who was that?" So that's
we
why
should all go out there and tell them it's the last year you're coming because you're going to boycott them because they're boycotting us. They just, well, it's a stupid girl. Well, I'll probably put her headshot up. I got a girl full boob shot, and I ain't going to show that, but her next shot and say, hey, this is the broad that can't handle her conversation.
Why does everybody keep saying 617, 618? What does that mean?
Maybe it's the times they're at. They're talking to themselves. What do you see that at?
No, I don't know.
Well, so that's the time on there.
Yeah, but it seemed like that's all there was. I don't know where I just was seeing the time.
There, 6, 7. They
I
all
guess
have
I
time on
wasn't seeing the comments though. Go in and film them. When supposedly not allowed there. We're forbidden on the property.
Well, we
I
don't
gotta
know.
go
We can call the
Monday.
guy that actually puts it on, Steve, and he'd probably be fine with us coming out. I don't know. I don't really care at this point. If you're really coming to our channel only to see boobies all the time, maybe we're not the channel for you. You know, I'm sorry. We're still gonna have the Patreon. We'll have some wet teas and stuff like that on there. We're gonna get some here at Dirty Harry's, and we'll get some at SBB. There. We'll get you some wild girls down in Panama City. Leesburg, you'll be some. We may be doing a wet tea contest with Monkey. Not that the girls are going to be up there, but we'll be kind of emceeing it.
73 are on. Right
And
now.
so those videos will all come out on our Patreon channel. But you know, if you know, we're going to do a video here real soon, closer to Sturgis, about Topless Tuesday. What to expect if we're going there? What's the keys? What should I know? What what do I need to know? And we'll do that because a lot of people,
There you
a lot
go.
of them call it the poop show.
That's what to expect. Boobies.
Are you pointing to me and saying boobies?
Well, no, it just.
Supposed to go boobies, boobies. That's what they see out there. And you see
You're not gonna
sometimes
see
more.
mine.
And somebody wrote it the other day and said, "Can we see Tam naked?" Maybe 20, 30 years ago. You don't do that anymore. Not anymore. Good. Not since she's a grandma. Mama. No wonder grandkids will find her on the internet.
See my grandson. Oh my God.
He's all buffed out. So they will put him on our
Facebook page.
yeah. He wants to be a model now. He could probably handle that job.
Yeah. His arms is gigantic.
But Neil goes out there to Topless Tuesday, and you know, maybe we'll have some people come on. Maybe that'd be a good idea to do.
That's
Maybe,
what Neil says. Contact me and I'll tell you about Topless
maybe
Tuesday.
we'll do a live, Neil, and we'll get you on and a couple other people. Because we actually have somebody here, a girl that could win first prize. He came up to us and said, "You guys are going to be out there to film her, right?" And we're like, "No, why not?" I said, "First of all, for the last 2 years we haven't been there anyway. We had somebody else doing the filming. Well, last year they stopped filming. Well, I don't think any of those YouTubers are on here. They were supposed to put videos out, and they split the money. Well, that never happened. So, like I say, we'll do a video soon about Topless Tuesday when it gets closer to Sturgis, probably after Myrtle Beach is over. And then we'll talk about Topless Tuesday. And maybe we'll do a video, then we'll do a live. We'll get Neil on, and we'll get a couple other guys that have been there, and they can tell you what you can expect, what it looks like, how it happens. And that way you're not just getting my viewpoint, you're going to get people that were actually there. So who's going to watch the camera for us that last time? Who watched the camera for me that one time?
Ken.
Ken. So we can try to get Ken on. He hasn't been on in a while, has he?
I reached out to him and wished him happy Thanksgiving. Never responded. I don't know if he got a new phone or I don't know. But yeah, so we'll be at Sturgis. We'll be out there early. We're getting out there June 10th. So we'll give you plenty of info before you get there of what to do, what's going on. And yes, I've heard there's going to be construction on the 385 out here.
But it's not going to be any construction going on during the rally. We were going to do a video on the 385, and I never got around to doing it. I had all the information. I didn't do it. There is going to be sections. There was before. 2 years ago, when you came out of the back of Spearfish Canyon, you got there. You made a left there. Half the road was rock. So be expected for that. But I mean, you don't have to go that way. But a lot of people, when they're coming from Custer, coming like to Spearfish Canyon, a lot of that road is 385. Now you can go around the other way. So we'll be there before that, and you'll be able to see what the roads look like. We'll be riding those. We're also going to take some of the videos and put them in a time frame for you. Because people always ask this. Like we talked about it a while back on a live. Somebody said, well, I want to do this. Can I get it all done in a day? If you got a jet airplane, you don't want to stop nowhere. Yeah. But if you're going to do like normal people, you're going to go out to Devil's Tower. You're going to stop for at least a few minutes. You're just going to drive out there and turn around and drive back. You can do that. but you're not going to, why go in the park? If, so we're going to talk about all the different things to where you guys can do an educated guess to say, okay, I want to go in the park because I see Bob and Tam went in there and they seen these things. Okay, another guy might say, I don't give a crap about those stupid guys popping out of the holes in the ground. And I'm not going to hike around Devil's Tower. I'm there to ride my bike, not walk 10 miles around it. So I'll take a great view from the outside like they did to start out with, and I'm close enough. So that way
it's funny because when even before you get into Hewlett, like off in the distance, and it doesn't look itty bitty. You can see Devil's Tower.
If you know the movie.
And then when you come back, when you get close to Hewlett, you can't see it at all. And it's only like 10 miles away. And then you just drive down the road. And then when you get up to it, it's...
How long have we been on?
An hour and 25 minutes.
Go get me a tea. Just try to go to the bar. You can go to the bathroom while you're up. Hey. Water's running. I hear water. Splish, splash. Oh, they put it in the bath.
That's a large roll of TP needed. I guess there was a lot of BS going on right there, huh?
Come on. I need sugar too. Sugar's all right. Now people say, why do you make her go get your drinks? I spent about $150 today on clothes with no option, no argument, no nothing. So she gets a lot of things. She gets, when a lot of people say that, they're like, well, you're so mean to her. You have no idea how lucky she is. We give and take on both of us. She does just like this. She'll give me, all I got to do is say at home, man, I'm thinking about getting a tea. Boom, she's up and already in the kitchen back before I even got out of the chair. She's always been that way. Her mom's that way. Well, she's gone now, but she was to her dad. And so people always say that if you're going to get married, and all you guys that are married, a lot of times your wife is a lot like your mother-in-law. So let's see what we got for comments. She's fun. Mike says, sounds great. Little upper thing didn't think. Mike, a lot of live streams with other YouTubers. And I know Ray's Motor Life, don't you go? You've been with Surgeons, haven't you? Jeff Henson, wife. Skip Neil. So Dr. Neil. You knew Eli. Eli was on earlier. I think he was on. Eli. Mexi Philly. I can have a check with him and see when he's getting in town. They'll have Marie's painted. I can't believe Marie had all that surgery done, and they have been nonstop traveling. I would, if that was us, we wouldn't be doing half the traveling that they're doing. And she looks good. She looks healthy. I'm very, very glad she's doing well. I'm going to start riding on the 29th. I'm thinking I'll arrive around the 1st, but if the weather is rough, it might be. So Culture Reject, where are you coming from? I wait hand and foot on my man, but I don't mind. That's Karen. She doesn't complain either. Cam doesn't complain. Me comment. Come on, you stupid. Oh, that really went up. All right. There we go. Okay, we went to Devil's Tower this last summer, and we sat in traffic 45 minutes on the access road. Luckily, we found a parking spot just because we had a bike. There's Anessa. We came down to the store the other day, and I said you'd be back Monday. So we probably won't. No, we're moving Monday to the campground, so we'll probably be down later next week. And the store looks great. So Anessa owns 160 Biker Check. And so let's see. I always want to meet her mom, so I know what to expect 20 to 30 years. Cam doesn't quite look like her mom. She's actually built more like her dad was, and except for the boots and the hair. Her dad didn't have any hair. Let's see what we got. Flucky, Biker Chick is open during the races every day, 96. Yes, Sarah, we were just down there the other day. I didn't film anything. I was waiting for you to show up so we could let you show us all. But I mean, you've done so much of the store. It is so cool looking now. I'm really impressed. Great job you did. G Ratham's on. There's another YouTuber. We missed him. He was actually in our town, but the day we left was the day he came in. Okay, so Vanessa says she flies in on Tuesday. So we won't bother you till, well, maybe later in the week, Thursday or Friday, we'll come by. And Race Moto Life. There we go. Whoops, passed up. And this is Let's Get Together. And so, yeah, they're really great. They actually have the Sturgis House. If you're looking for a place in Sturgis and you want something downtown, but yet not downtown, she's right across from the Broken Spoke. Right there. She got benches there that you can sit on behind the fence. It's a chain link fence that you can see all the bikes ride by. She got a big area there. She's got tents. You get food, you get drinks. It's kind of a really nice setup that she's got. And you can find her on our Sturgis page. She's got all their information there. Tim's getting her some more stuff. So there's Rowan. If the girls have a good, then they'll usually pretty good or should be. There's XM Biker. I don't know if he said we knew he was in touch. There's Karen saying hi to Vanessa. And Rowan's on. Bob, no, Bob, I have never been to Sturgis, but I do plan on going in 2025. I'm really going to be investing in a newer bike this year, so that way the money will be going. Okay, that's okay. And sometimes it doesn't. Sturgis House, that's what they call it. You can also go, I think it's sturgishouse.com. You can find Anessa's 160 Biker Chick, find her house on Sturgis. But I know she's still got some stuff available. They got some rooms you can rent. You can get buddies in a room. They got some rooms that are only for girls only. And so you might want to check that out if you haven't figured out where you want to stay yet in Sturgis for 2024 if you're going. We're doing the next 2 years for sure. We don't know after that. So you guys are just kind of talking between yourselves. So Tam, I don't know where she went. She brought me sugar and she brought me my tea and she disappeared. So don't know what she's getting. Probably getting her cake already. Cake and you're eating it too. To make sure, sometimes I always have to drink my tea first to make sure they didn't put sugar tea in. And I waste all my sugar. So it's been a lot of fun so far. No real complaint. And the rain's not that bad. Everybody here says, if you ride a motorcycle and you've never rode in the rain, you're not a real biker, which I haven't seen any bikes today. We did see last night young couple on a little scooter. They had no helmets. They had their hoodies up over their head. You could barely see their face. And I said, I didn't get a camera up fast enough to get them. When we were in the wrong lane to follow them. But they definitely never rode in the rain. But yes, we probably, if you've done any riding at all, you've rode in the rain. Just like us going to Sturgis. You know, I'd almost say every year we've rode to Sturgis, we got caught in the rain going. And one time we got caught in hail, got beat the hell out. And Tam rode her bike that year. So we've done that, but I don't normally, like I'm not going to jump on my bike this morning and ride all around town because I know it's raining. Don't need that. Don't want to. You know, I got a truck. I don't need to do that. But, you know, if I'm stuck someplace, you know, we kind of hold out the rain, but I mean, if it just keeps raining, we'll put the rain gear on, the boots, the full face helmet, and we go for it. Now we've learned from that too. A lot of people talk about that. You really need to buy an expensive set of rain gear. First couple years, we bought that cheap stuff off of Amazon and stuff or eBay, wherever the hell I bought it from. That junk was like, after the first year, it was like, you might as well not even have anything on. You were soaked. We got the new Harley ones. We bought some really good Harley ones, and we do a really good job with that. Anessa's on.
Really?
She's flying, Anessa. She'll be in Tuesday.
Oh, they told her she'd be back
I
Monday.
know, but they said they're flying in Tuesday. Maybe they changed their time. I don't know where I'm at. They were all yakking between themselves.
I know a lot of them.
I guess that's where I stopped. So this will be my 6th time to Daytona. So we've been to Daytona. We went 2 falls. And this is the 4th year, so 4, 5, 6. I guess this is 6 times that we've been to Florida for a motorcycle event. This will be our 4th Daytona Bike Week, and we did 2 Biketoberfest. I was telling you how you're kind of spoiled.
Kind of spoiled?
Yeah, you're not spoiled. Look at her. You tell me. I said we both give both ways. So I said, a lot of people look at me and think I'm kind of cruel to her. But Karen said she waits on her husband here.
Mom did.
That's what I told him. I said, Neil said that when he dates somebody he's going to marry, he wants to meet the mom first.
See how she treats her husband?
Oh, and that's wants to know where we're at. We are at Giuseppe's Pizza. They're in Port Orange, right? Port Orange. And JoJo's not here. His dad's here, Joe. And we couldn't find a place. We wanted to do it at Peanut and George's. You know, Peanut and George's is gone. Her daughter died in December, and right after that, they gave it up. So we were planning on being there tonight doing Peanut and George's. That's what our plan was. Went down there the other day and she was talking to somebody on the phone. I'm like, holy crap!
He was
Peanut and George's is
videotaping Main
gone.
Street. He's like, it's gone. He was, just like, he was speechless.
Oh, you don't have the rubber thing?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know where that went. No, she didn't leave very far. Oh, come on. I don't know where I stopped.
Well, it says where you at. Look at Vanessa's right there. Go down.
No, I didn't see I'm soaked. You guys are great. Where are you guys from? Okay, so that's where we're at now. She left you, Bob. It rhymes with T. T. No, did you want to know if you went and peed?
I did eventually.
I said you were gone. I don't know where she went. I said you went to sneak out of
I
cake.
bought him his tea, then I went to go get ice, and I thought, well, I might as well just go to the bathroom too while I'm home. I could have got the cake. And we'll give you my number. Can you give who his number?
Ray's Motor Life. I'm planning on surgery in 2025. Met you guys in 2022 at your meet and greet. Saved me a sticker only. Doing Laconia this year.
Okay.
So this year we're not doing Laconia. Not saying we'll never not do it, but what we're looking at next year is we're not trailering next year. We're looking to do some fly-ins. It's just with the wear and tear on the truck and all that stuff and the time it takes us to get here, we could do a lot more stuff, especially now at the shop. We're looking at a couple other motorcycles, which we're not going to talk about right now, that we might be getting soon. So we're going to be doing some stuff with bikes, fixing them up and doing stuff. And we may be getting into the veteran thing too. We're still working on that part too. But I'm finding out just with the chopper and stuff that really brings some good content to our channel and we're getting new people to watch. So that's what sucks about our channel is when there's no rally going on, a lot of people are like, well, I'm not interested. And then same thing. There might be a bunch of people that watch Daytona, but after that, they don't watch because they're not interested in anything else.
There's a lot of, we've met a few people back on the West Coast. That's what they say. Oh, we watch your channel. And then they ask us all these weirdo questions, and it's like, well, then you don't really watch our channel. Oh, I only watch your Sturgis channel, or I only watch your Myrtle Beach stuff, or so they only watch where we're at that point.
So Heather's on from Nova Scotia.
Hey, Heather, how are you?
Jeff says he's soaked. Nessa, let's get together Thursday. Yeah, probably.
That should work.
All right, where are we?
No.
He's right behind him. Get the Harley rain suits. I got burned from those cheap ones. I was talking about cheap rain suits, how they lasted about a year, and after that, you might as well have not had anything.
No, it was. They were useless.
So we bought the good Harley ones. We've had them now. Well, she's actually got a good set of JMP Cycle
JMP
ones.
Cycles. Mine's
And
yellow.
hers has done really good. I've got the Harley ones. They both. Mine are more. Are yours Velcroed?
Yeah.
Because we like the
They
Velcro.
zip and they Velcro.
Because you want the Velcro legs, so they go on and out easier.
So what'd Rick say? After bike week is done, where are you headed?
Orlando. We'll be in Orlando for about 14 days. Don't we go somewhere else first before Orlando? Well, we'll be in Orlando. So we're in Orlando for about 24 days, 14 and 14.
21 days.
And then we go down to Port Charlotte, down by Birch, Black Widow, Barracuda. Black Widow. Next to Birch, Black Widow and Port Charlotte. We'll be down in that area for about 14 days. Then we come back up. Do we go to Orlando again?
We're supposed to be in Orlando, but we're not going to be there very long.
We don't know yet. We may be flying into Spring Fling in Arkansas.
Spring.
So we'll let you know that this week. I've been in Daytona, but I've been to Daytona about 16 times, but not since 2014. I'm sorry.
We met him in 2 years ago in Myrtle Beach.
It's okay to pass my number on the race number.
All right.
I
don't know if I got race number.
Well, look, I gave about $150 for my rain gear. It works pretty good. It's not too bad.
That's about what you say. Well, it's $199.
Yeah, I think they both were on sale. When I got mine, it was on sale from Harley. Best time to buy like rain gear and stuff is you buy it after the rain. Like, well, I bought mine in California. I bought it after the rainy season. They want to get rid of it. And then hers, we bought it in.
Sturgis, I think.
Did we buy them in Sturgis?
I bought mine.
At JMP Cycles. Nope, Jamie O, no Laconia this year. No constant. We don't have a Buc-ee's. Thanks for rubbing it in on your trip.
Well, no, you guys are getting one in Wisconsin. Dave was from Wisconsin telling me all the time that there's a Buc-ee's coming. I don't know what, I'll have to see what city it's in. I don't know where my phone is. I think it's on that phone. I got 3 phones going and an iPad.
There's David Eastwood's in the house.
Hey, David, how are you? You know, I fly in.
Well, see, the problem we have, Jamie O, is flying in. We have to rent a car. We got to get a motorcycle, and we got to get a place to stay. That's where it runs into the problem. Now, we have a place we can RV at, but it's 50 miles away. That's where we stayed last time. And if I did,
we need to get somebody to sponsor us.
Yes.
We could probably get a motorcycle from Wilkinson, but we'd have to drive over there. That's in Vermont.
Yeah.
To pick it up.
Up your pros.
So I don't know. We'll have to see. So what did Anessa say? Text me when you get done. Okay.
We're up here, and we are on the West Coast.
All right.
Okay, so Neil's talking. I'm driving home from St. George now. Thanks for keeping me company on the way. Will you all be at Panama City Beach? Yes, we will. That's all signed up. All good to go. We will be on the vendor's property at
Bankround Park.
Yes. So we won't arrive till the day before, because you can't get on the property before that. Tractor Supply has rain gear, and it's Harley Davidson ones. Okay.
Well, that's where Sherry got hers, didn't she?
Yeah, I think so.
They went to Tractor Supply.
The Beaver Balls.
So.
You can use my bike in Daytona. She's got her bike. She brought, she's saying if we rode in, I guess.
Oh.
But we're getting ready to talk to Teddy. And we're going to find out sometime next week. We're meeting with the new GM on Tuesday, and then we'll find out after that. But we're hoping they're going to do what Pig Trail does. Because I wouldn't want to say that, Pig Trail does this for us. Why wouldn't a big dealership like Teddy Morris would like to have us there twice a year? We already got a hotel. We don't need a new bike. Good used bike's fine, as long as we have bags to put camera gear in.
Yep.
So, Rowan.
You got to read it.
I know, I can't. Drizzabone. It must be a brand.
I guess.
Drizzabone. It's about the best rain gear here in Australia. Does it rain a lot in Australia? Did you take Tam's bike with you to Daytona? Yes, we do. Tam's bike's in the trailer. It'll be out tomorrow. We have no license plates on it yet. And I'm waiting for the title to show up. So we got to wait till Monday's a holiday. So we'll have to wait till maybe Wednesday and see if the title showed up. We were hoping to get the plates because
Tony was supposed to bring him down.
Tony is Rod's daughter from the owns the Buffalo Chip. She comes down here for the Biker Bell girls ride. She could bring her plates with us, but
if they get them
in time. She could at least get the drive-away sticker. That would be good for at least 30 days.
Yeah. And then they could mail them.
Yeah. You did take, okay, so we did take your bike. Yeah. So your bike is there. Could you be their model? Who's model? One Sexy Biker. She has done, if you go back and look, she has modeled clothes at One Sexy Biker Chick in Sturgis 3 years in a row.
We get it down here in Daytona too.
Yeah. So she's gained more weight now. She may not volunteer to do it.
I don't know. I don't know what the problem is.
So, how's the weather? Rainy. Tomorrow it's supposed to. There's a 30% chance. Yesterday they said it was supposed to rain all day. It did not. It didn't start raining yesterday till like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Right.
And then it pretty much rained off and on. Today it started about 9:30, 10, and it's been a steady rain. Not a pouring rain, but a steady. You have to put your windshield wipers on like delay because it's not raining that hard. We've been walking around outside, and she's got a rain coat.
Yeah,
I just got a hoodie. It's damp, but it's not wet. So that tells you. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday it's supposed to be nice and sunny. We're supposed to be in the 70s. And then Friday, there's a chance of rain, and I forget what Saturday and Sunday is. Oh, Sunday. Because I looked for Midwest Cycles is having his event next Sunday. It's supposed to be about 65 or 66. Now we're gonna have the truck there because we're bringing our Easy Up and chairs and a table and all that.
So Rowan says they get serious storms there, including hurricanes and North Arctic blasts.
Geez, that wouldn't. Oh, I guess from down south. They get it.
I guess it must be from the Arctic, yeah, the South Pole, not the North Pole.
Steven's on YouTube. See, he got his little. Steven got his little green special sticker. He's
Yeah.
on.
YouTube now.
Oh my God, you and me both on the weight. It's in the air. It's okay. Sexy is not a size.
I know.
It is an attitude. Remember that.
I know.
And we
That's
need
what
the
he
rain.
says all the time. We'll see some girls and they've got like everything hanging out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she says, see?
That's
Didn't
10
you?
times more than you were. Bigger.
I don't know. It feels like I'm 10 times bigger than them though. My water's on that side.
Just grab the ice and put some ice in yours and ice in mine.
Oh, yeah.
He says, yeah, from the South Pole. There you go. I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't seem like it shouldn't
See,
get
I
bad
give her
weather.
my ice. Share my ice. So you want to know? I don't know if she knows this or not. I read it someplace. To really know somebody really loves you, give them the last bite of whatever you have. Offer it. Because normally most people won't because they want that last bite to finish it off. And I give her most of the time, I offer her whatever's left. Not that I don't want to eat it, but if we were eating whatever, buy at M&M's. And I said, you want the last one? And she grab it and go. So I don't know if she knew that or not, but I read that somewhere.
Yeah. Rick says, any idea if Mexi Philly will be back? Yes, he is. He
Yes.
was on just a minute ago. So yeah, Mexi Philly, Marie, they'll both be down here for Daytona Bike Week. Rick says he will go live later.
Rick,
Okay.
he said he would go live.
Oh yeah, Mexi Philly did. He said he would after us. He'd go on and let you know what their plans are. I think they're in Texas, so they are in the States. We do the same thing.
All right. So we're caught up. We're caught up. 78. We lost a few. We had about 80 something.
Oh, I don't know. That was 81.
No, it was 89. So we'll look at the screen now for a little minute.
Oh, there's Deb and Mike.
Yep.
I asked her if they were going to be down here. She said they were.
Okay.
Make it up there sometime the end of the week.
Are you staying at Cackleberry? Is that where you stay at?
No, they're the ones that rent the condo on the A1A. I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
I'll let you go out and have lunch with
Guys
someone you guys
are
get here.
always like,
Finally,
guys
almost
are
caught up
starting
here
to-
now. There's people still at the door, and this guy just sat down, and they got 2 tables available. So I guess there's still a big line outside. Now, a lot of this has to do with because the race was canceled.
yeah.
Tomorrow will be a great time to come up here and eat around 4 o'clock when the stupid race, not stupid race, but when the race is on. We didn't go around and do any
Nothing
filming
else, not-
this trip because you guys didn't really seem interested in any of the
In what?
Daytona stuff last year,
Oh.
the race. We kind of filmed some stuff down there, and when I put it up, nobody seemed to really be
Well, it
interested.
didn't seem like there was as much this year as there was last
But I
year.
mean, we didn't go down there to see. So I
No,
don't know.
but
It's like in front of Daytona 500, where our vendors are for motorcycles, it's full of stuff for the racing stuff. All
you
kinds of
don't
stuff.
have to pay
and
for it to get
free
in.
stuff. Yeah, it's all free. A lot of times the drivers come down there, sign autographs and stuff like that. They'll do interviews and stuff down there. So it's kind of neat. You can do this one.
No. Says they'll be here March the 2nd. Where can we meet you guys at? The
Call us.
3rd? The 3rd will be, yeah. If you guys want, sometimes this is easier. Oh, I guess just click that off. Email us your phone number and I'll email you our phone number because it's hard to keep track of who's going to be where and when and what day you guys are all coming in. So if we can switch phone numbers, I can text you and then you can say, hey, we're going to be at today.
Yeah,
or
I'm in
then that
town.
way I can say, okay, this is our plan today. We're going to be here, here, and here. And then that way, if you're going to be anywhere in that vicinity or want to go to those places, we can meet you there.
Yes.
Because it gets really hard sometimes to remember who's going to be here on what
And
day.
it's kind of the same thing here. We're not going to be showing any of the bike shows. Anything that goes on here during the week, you will not see till after the event.
So Christina, email
So
me your number.
what you're going to see is we're probably going to be doing a lot of different lives, maybe one a day at least during the show to show you, hey, here we're at Chopper Time show, Willie's Chopper Time show. Show you some of the bikes there on the live. Maybe Tam will walk around with it and talk a little bit. Maybe we'll be down at Cackleberry for a little while and do, some of the different places. We'll kind of give you a shot of where we're at, where you can come back and see those videos. But it'd be better for us when we're done to do a little bit better job. Plus, I won't be rushed so much that I have to hurry up and get a video out that night. So that's kind of the way we're going to try to do it this year. We're going to try to do that with a lot of the rallies especially when we can get here earlier. Now, Panama City, we're not going to get there early, so that's going to be a little different of what we do there. But
Oh, we were frozen minutes.
so we're using their internet right now.
We can't
So
be friends, Ray.
we can't be friends.
Me and Ray.
Why?
He says he does not eat any chocolates or sweets.
Well, once your diet starts,
I'll take care of it for you.
she'll eat your part.
Yeah.
That's
Even
part of
there were Salty Badgers on. Run from Alaska used to be outstanding. Now that I have a bike in Wisconsin, I just fly. So you don't get to do that ride no more, Neil.
Well, it's just how much time you get. It's just such a long trip, too.
Yeah, it is. That takes a lot of your time. And then you wouldn't get to spend as much time with family and relatives or maybe as much time in Sturgis if you didn't fly. So gotta do Willie's Chopper. That's right, Stephen.
That is the best. That, no matter what anybody says, what I like about Florida here is 99% of the motorcycles that are in these custom shows, especially the antique bikes. I don't always go and watch the baggers and all that stuff, but when it comes to the vintage bikes, 99.9% of the time, these bikes are rode in. And some of these bikes, especially when we've been at the Broken Spoke and they do the loud contest, they had a guy last year had one there, and he rode it every single day.
He's an Indian in 1930 something, and he rides it every day. And he won for the loudest.
Yeah,
bike.
it wasn't very loud, but it was just for having a bike like that he keeps running and gets out every day. And there's nowhere else in the United States that we've ever been that there's that many vintage bikes here that people ride every day or ride at least regularly. I don't want to say every day, everybody rides them every day, but I've never seen that. So many places we go to a bike show and there's 100 trailers out there that they brought it in a cargo trailer, not in a toy hauler. Like maybe somebody like me, if I bring my chopper down here next year, I'm going to ride it from the trailer wherever we're staying at. I'll ride it into there. I didn't ride it from, you got to be a moron to ride a vintage bike. Not necessarily, because I want to watch that next 2 years from now, another year, not 2025, but 2026, they'll do the Cannonball. And I want to be involved with that. I'm not going to ride a bike. Well, I am going to ride my bike behind them and film them their adventure. We've already talked to them about it. And they're kind of excited that we'd be willing to do it. But I that's one of the things I want to do in 2 years from now. Go across country, following them on the Cannonball.
As long as you tell me a time, Ray, I can be ready whatever time. I need to know the day before.
About an hour.
Well, that's what I always ask him before we go to bed. What time do you want to leave? What are your plans for tomorrow? And that way I know what time I need to get up. If he has no plans, I can sleep in. Rowan says he's gonna make me some of his homemade chocolate when he gets to the U.S.
Well, maybe by 2 years from now, or a year from now, you'll be a year and a half.
So what else did he say? I'll make it super sweet.
Move your thing in front of you. Is that what your folder is?
I don't know. I
It's
guess.
not there.
I don't
She
know.
keeps pushing on the phone instead of using the
iPad.
Get in there. There you go. They get in the groove.
Typing.
All right, so she's back to that.
Hit that thumbs up button, Neil says. It's right here.
See, the screen's not blue, but when you put your glasses up, it turns them blue. But
That's because they're blue blockers.
I know. But isn't that weird?
Great, thank you. Mine don't do that because mine must not be blue blockers. Heather White says, great, thanks. Just subscribe to your channel. There you go. We need to get some people
We're
signed
trying.
up for Raise.
Yep. So we're trying to get, in our channel, we're trying to get 25,000 in the next 2 weeks. Before Daytona starts, official day, that's my goal, to try to get new subscribers. And if somebody subscribes, what you got to do is you got to at least watch 3 minutes of somebody's channel. Even if you're going to go to Ray's Motor Life and you just click subscribe, if you don't watch a video within a couple of days, they take that subscriber away from him. You'll still be a subscriber, but what YouTube does is they think you're a bot, that a computer generated. Because there's
So
people.
it'll show, because sometimes it'll show like we'll be almost to 24,000, and then all of a sudden it's back down to 23,960, and it's like, what happened? But
Well, that's what it is. So we always try to get people to say, watch it. Because a lot of times you're at a rally and somebody pulls us up and they're like, okay, well, then they may totally forget that they subscribed and we'll never get a chance.
so yeah, if you want, anytime you want to subscribe to somebody, make sure you do that. Watch at least 3 minutes of the video, then you can hit like and make a comment and hit subscribe. Otherwise, YouTube will take you away from it.
And people want to know, how do we survive doing what we do? One, we're retired. We do have retirement money coming in, Social Security, that kind of thing. So we do have money coming in. That's kind of how we do it. But to help us on YouTube, you can subscribe. You can watch videos. If you can watch a playlist, let the commercials play. We make about, if you click out of all the commercials on a normal video, we make a quarter of a penny. If you watch all the commercials in an 8-minute video, you make about 4 cents. So that's how we generate it. It's called ad revenue. And we get a little bit of that every month. And that kind of helps with what we do. We do have a couple, we're picking up a new sponsor here in the next couple days, next week, I guess. He wants us to run some ads, and we'll have some new stuff coming up. And he's basically just paying for our gas to get here. That's what it ended up, what he's donating to us. And we have a couple other people. We have other people that would sponsor us. Myrtle Beach, somebody bought the campground for us last year. That was a sponsorship that he gave us. Like Booze and Barbecue, they set us up last year with the pig trail with the bike and a place to stay with them. Sometimes it's campgrounds. Kathmandu set us up this year with that. Buffalo Chip set us up in the past. So a lot of times that's how we get our compensation, is through people helping us with the cost of doing what we do to do this. We love doing this. One of the organizations called me today, and that's what he said. He said, "I want all of you know, if you're going to come to a YouTube source to find out about a rally, we are really the only choice. Because when you look at it, no matter who you are, even the ones that are on here now, this is all we do. Every single day, we work to give you good information. And who's going to pay to come to a rally? You know, Monkey over here is probably paying, I don't know what it costs at Catman or at Cackleberry, $1,000. I don't know what it costs there for a week. But, you know, you pay $1,000, you got to pay for the gas to get here. And for him to spend all week making videos, no, he wants to drink, he wants to have fun, he wants to party. But we enjoy what we do. We love doing this. We love giving information. You know, Rowan's here. Rowan's another typical one that before he found us, I don't know if he was thinking about coming to Sturgis, but now in 2025, he's all gung-ho by watching our channel. We talked about the gentleman that we met from Iran. I don't know if he's still on our channel or not, but he watched our channel, and I'm like, what made you come here? He said, you guys. I watched you for 2 years talking about Sturgis, and I knew I had to come. He came by himself. And so, to me, that's priceless. That's the kind of things, or somebody will come up to us and say, man, you helped me. We just had somebody the other day, we've been here, said, I'm going to Sturgis this year because of you guys. Never been there in my life, but since you guys have showed me all these great things to do and things like that, that's why I'm going. That is payment a lot to me. That's what keeps me going. When we're in November and December and I don't have a lot going on, I get depressed over this. I get to where, you know, I got a couple hundred people watching a video and I'm like, is this even worth my time? You know, nobody's watching us. And it's hard to keep going.
Keep it motivated.
Yeah, to do this. And then, like I said, there is nobody. Nobody's out here doing this every single day of a rally. And today we didn't do a whole lot. We went shop. I didn't film anything today. I got nothing to put up for Tuesday yet. But I'm already ahead, so I got Monday's video done. I just gotta put a thumbnail on. I gotta make that when we get back to the trailer, and I gotta write all the stuff up. What do you want?
They want to know where we're at.
Oh, Sappies! He's got dancing pizza. It's like one of these blow guys up there. He's blowing around. Oh, tell him about your little guy.
There's a pizza guy down there. He's one of those, but he doesn't like bend. He's not a regular pizza guy.
Yeah,
but his arm goes. Like, come on in. Come on in.
We're going to have to stop and see because it does it all the time. So there must be something on a motor in there that makes it move.
So if you emailed us, I just looked at our emails. I didn't get anything yet. So if you want to email again, just to make sure. I think Christina did, and so did Culture Reject.
We don't mind giving out a number, but we're not going to put it across here because I don't want spammers. I don't want. We get that. Somebody just told me the other day there was somebody in our comments trying to hit on people. They were private messaging them, so I took them out. I mean, I don't know. If you have something like that happens, that you start getting personal messages from YouTube, from a thing from us, not us saying it's us, but let us know. And if you send me who the person is, and we'll delete them. This was like a user or something. So for YouTube, you don't ask permission to subscribe. It's not like our Facebook pages. You got to ask to subscribe.
Yeah, Ray said he gets up 3:30. For 30 years, I got up about 4 o'clock every morning. I don't do that early anymore.
We used to go out and do karaoke at night. We had a DJ business when I first started my DJ business.
Like
We
midnight,
did
1
karaoke
o'clock.
in the bars till 1 o'clock.
And then I
Get
get
tear
up
down,
at 4.
get home about 2, and then she'd get up at 4 and go to work. She did it and never was tired. She used to be able to drink too, never had a hangover. Once she got a hangover, she said, I'm not drinking anymore.
Why do people do this? I woke up one morning, I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like crap. And it's like, you got a hangover. And I'm like, people do this all the
And she used to
time?
never have that.
I never did. I would get up the next morning like nothing ever happened.
It's like me with the brain freeze. I don't get brain freeze.
Drinking water, you know, I don't know.
You don't drink
Yes,
much
go to
because you used to
Leesburg.
pass
Yes,
out.
we're gonna go to Leesburg.
But by the time she says, I can't feel my nose, and about 5 minutes after that, she's
Don't let your face wobble. No, not no more, Stephen. Those were old days. You guys helped me out on my 22 trip to Sturgis. It was great info. Info was great. Enjoyed all the videos all the time.
And so that's why I'm looking to really push it this year hard as I can to give out the great information, because we're hoping Sturgis will be. What happened to us is our best year has been 2020. We've never made the money that we did. But a lot of people are reminding me that 2020, everybody was locked up. And a lot of people didn't go anywhere. So they were watching YouTube all the time. So this year we haven't finished the taxes. She's got to do it, finish her last part. But I mean, I still didn't make the money that I did in 2020. And you would think we're getting bigger. We're getting more subscribers, more views.
It's gone.
But
6 months in Oakwood, the cafe place on Main Street. Peanut and George is gone. And nobody on Main Street knew about it. And it's like, how do you not know? You drive right past it, it's all boarded up. There's
paper on their windows.
Yeah,
a padlock on the door.
I don't know. It's going to be a pizza place now.
Yeah. We're going to talk more about it. You watch the video tomorrow. We show you the name of the place. We talk to the guy that's going to run it. We tell you a little bit about it. And we kind of did a walk up and down Main Street, kind of telling you who's open and who's not. If you get here early.
Essex says, oh no. That's what he said. He was like freaking out.
I was because that's where we were going to be tonight
at Peanut George's.
Yeah, I had all plans of probably doing a mid-afternoon one because they don't stay open late on Sundays. But I might have stayed open longer because of the race going on. There's a lot more people walking around. You can't believe, normally when we go down this time of year, the A1A, only people down there is bums and hobos sleeping on the sidewalks, and that's it. There's not a life moving. Where today, these last couple of days, since the race has kind of been rained out, there's a lot of people down there. It's like a summer day down there.
I know, but it was bugging me there because it said there was new comments down there.
Our OCD's kicking in.
I'm up to 570 subscribers. Maybe I'll hit 1,000 soon. There you go.
And it's what you need to do if you want to get subscribers. How we started was we went out and bought some cheap business cards, and in Sturgis I bought 2,500 of them. Well, actually we had 5,000, and we gave them to every single person. Said, hey, are you interested in knowing more about Sturgis? We gave out a business card. That's how we got 6,000 subscribers in 30 days. Was pumping that out, and we pushed ourselves every day and talked about it. At that time, there was nobody doing what we did. Nobody was going to a rally and showing videos at the rally. Now there's a lot of people that are trying to do what we do, trying to produce videos and show what's going on. But before that, there was nobody. Mostly everybody waited till they got home, and then a couple weeks after the rally, they started showing what happened.
Yeah.
Well, then after everybody's seen us, they're like, oh, they might be doing something good. Let's try to do what they do, which is fine. There's not a problem with competition. It's all good. And we've had a lot of YouTubers that have actually tried to do what we do, try to go out and give information and stuff like that. But they end up finding out that it's a lot of work. And if you're paying to go someplace and stay, because a lot of people say that, well, you guys get comped. And we work the whole time. You know, we get up at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning and we're gone till 7 or 8 at night. We get back, I edit. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm done with my videos. I send them up to be up for the next morning. And we do that every single day when the rally was going on. Now we're trying to change a little bit of that because we're going to try to give you the information before you come now. Because typically, most people don't watch during the rally. And we've had some great lives. So we're open that that's maybe what we'll go. We'll see how it goes this year. Here during Daytona, we'll be doing some lives and stuff. We'll see how that kicks up, if that'll be successful for us. Versus trying to show you, and some people will. Some people will watch our video that morning, or they'll watch the video the next day when they get back after riding all day in Sturgis or Daytona, and they'll watch the video from yesterday to see, hey, this is what I want to do this today. So we want to do this different this year is get you start watching before the rallies so you can see. It's like here, you want to buy a BMW or a Triumph, the time to buy now is now. They're wanting to sell out the bikes they have there so they don't have to move them to the new store that they're going to. So, hey, if you're interested, we haven't stopped in there yet. We drove by it the other day and we'll stop in next week and see what they got
We'll
going
be
on.
there early, Nicole. She
Myrtle
wants
Beach?
to, no, Sturgis. They only spent, you guys only like do that first weekend, don't you? I don't think you guys stay for the whole Sturgis thing. But yeah, you got my number. Let me know.
So we're hoping to have more time that we can meet you guys during the rallies. Because I know a lot of people always, but you have to get on social media. You either have to watch the channel to where we can tell you kind of what's going on, or go to Facebook because I've been posting just since I now. You can go back and see. Hey, we were at Colts barbecue yesterday and we ate there. We were at the dealerships. I took a picture at the dealerships that we were here. So if you watch that, you got an idea of where we're at. And if nothing else, you can always write back and say, hey, I'm on my way. Can you guys hang around a few minutes? You know, I'm not going to hang around 4 hours for you, but 10 or 15, 20, 30 minutes, not a big deal. As long as we don't have something else we're going to next. So
I still haven't got those emails for those two of you that said you sent me an email. I still haven't gotten them. So Bob and Tam's they went to. Yeah, we usually do the first 5 days. Okay, Nicole, yeah, let me know. Reach out to me because I'll forget by the time Sturgis gets here. But I know I see you guys a lot. I see you on Facebook.
oh,
She always looks nice.
they went to spam on one of them.
Oh, did
That
they?
says 3 days ago.
Oh, no, this should have been.
I think it just said, I'm watching, you're all live now, and that's how I got the email. My number is.
Okay.
Let me move it to the inbox. That was 3 days ago for them.
I didn't even look in the spam box.
Uh,
Wasn't thinking of that. We'll keep your mom in our prayers.
We're gonna have to go way back. You're gonna have to go through all these. There's a whole bunch of them.
Oh. I don't know. They go in the spam file. I don't know. All right, I'll look at them tonight then and go through. And when I get it, I'll usually text
Oh,
you
here's.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Christina. Okay, I got yours, Christina.
30-something-year-olds that I'll hire. I'll look at them and say.
And then the other one was really like the live to do a good job. And we are coming more excited now that we will leave Canada February 29th.
All right.
All righty.
Just gonna have to go through all the junk. For some reason, you guys are being thrown in the same spam, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna have to change the level of
Early to
spam.
really shut our show so we can park and watch all the lights go in.
There
That
is
sounds good, Six.
there is
See you
nothing
there.
like Willie's. Just getting there early. Now we're not gonna spend all day like we did last year there. Willie likes to do that, but I'm not gonna do that. We might come back and come in the morning till about noon, leave, and maybe we'll come back before the winners. Because everybody said we're the first YouTuber that ever showed the winners. So good idea if you're a YouTuber. Show those guys who won the bikes and what awards. They do that around, I don't know, was it 4 or 5 o'clock or
It's
something?
about 4, I think. Yeah, because Willie asked us, would you please stay for the whole day and get the winners? And Willie asked, so we did.
But it's a long day.
Yeah. So there you go, Ray.
So we met a lot of you there at Willie's. We had a big picnic table back there with, I think our whole subscriber group filled up 2 or 3 tables.
Well, there was also a lot of YouTubers back there too. I think Harley One Trevor was back there, and I think Dave's Crazy Trailer, and I think Rat Pink was back there. There was a bunch of people back there.
Rider X is coming for all you people that want to know about Rider X. You're supposed to get here, we say on the 1st. Rider X, the 1st.
I think the first. I think the
First to the 5th.
I think that's what he
So
said.
if you're looking for Rider X, you'll be coming
Drinking a
in.
beer, huh?
He'll have to, he wants to be Bob
Did he
again.
quit eating?
Who?
The guy, no, the guy behind us. They said, Mike said, great
That's a new
show.
person. That's not the same person.
Are you sure?
It's okay.
Oh, I don't know. New guy.
You guys didn't tell somebody changed.
Jeff, thank you, Jeff. He gave us a super sticker. Thank you. We appreciate that very much.
It all
Every little
adds
bit
up.
helps.
That's right.
Yep, we had a blast. Yep, it was Harley One Trevor. And no, he's not going to run for mayor of Sturgis.
I would like to, but I don't have.
Supports Vince. Yes, he does.
I actually was thinking about throwing my hat in for the business agent, and because it's what's funny about when we go to these events is people always like Sturgis, Daytona, all these people, they think they know it all. Oh wow, we're the biggest, we do this, we're that, we're this, and I'm like, you really don't know. And I never knew either until, like I say, we really don't drink at rallies. We don't party at rallies. We stand back and we see a lot of stuff. We see a lot of great stuff that's going on, and we see a lot of stupid stuff that these vendors and bars and all this stuff does. But they don't get out. It's kind of like Amsel Adam. I'm not saying he does something stupid, but he never gets to leave his booth. He gets to go out and have something to eat, but he really doesn't get to see what's going on at the rally. And almost all the vendors are that way. By the time they get done at the end of the night, they're beat. They want to take a rest, get up the next morning, and get back to work again. So, Joey and Ciro and Brick Rack, all those guys, they don't normally go out and see what's going on and at a rally because they're working the rally. So where that's what we do. We're out there, we're looking, we're observing, we see stuff that's, it's a great idea that they're doing. We see stuff that's like, why are they doing this? And then they can't figure out why it didn't work. Well, and then we've had a few people say, you guys should start your own rally. I have no intention of that. One, it takes a lot of money. We had a lot of people wanting us to take over the Beaver Bar. I already figured to take over you can't take over the Beaver Bar. You could take over the location they had. But I mean, you'd have to have, I'm just guessing, anywhere from $500 to $1 million to open a big bar.
That's if you can get a liquor license.
Well, you can get a beer and wine without a problem. City told me they could, as long as you're not a criminal, nothing crazy about you. If we had somebody wanted to recommend to the city said they would have no problem getting a beer and wine license only. A liquor license, hard liquor, there is none. There's not one in South Dakota that you can get from anybody unless you buy an existing license. If the Beaver Bar would sell hers, you're looking at 1 million big ones.
Jeffrey Pope said he'd meet us anywhere except to Cracker Barrel. He's the one we went to Cracker Barrel with Steven. He says,
I told her that the other day. Barrel? I said, who is it that didn't want to go to Cracker Barrel? And she's like, I can't remember who that was.
Sorry. Oh, Jerry's on. Are you guys at a Pittsburgh bar? Yes, we are. It's called Steel City Pizza. They're originally from Pittsburgh, so.
But they've been here 42 years, so they're probably more here than they were up in.
Yeah, probably.
But they're Giuseppe's. It's right here on Nova Road and Herbert. And we finally learned that. One of our subscribers put on there, and I kept asking her, where's Herbert at? I know we've been by that road. She goes, oh, that's the road next to us here. Because she kept saying it. Can't think of the name of the street.
I kept saying it was Hand. I knew it started with an H. Well, now I know it's my cousin's husband's real name.
Arnold.
His real name's Herbert. Life out loud. Enjoy your butt life, meal.
So pretty exciting, a lot of things going on, and I'm kind of excited about this. I'm hoping, with all the rain that we're getting now, I'm hoping that Daytona will be a great time with 0 to none, almost no rain.
That would be nice. And the first year we were down there, I think it was like that. First or second year. One of the years there was no rain.
2 years ago, it rained a
lot. Must have been 2. But we went from Daytona, and we went to Leesburg. We went to Panama City. It rained one day in Myrtle Beach that Wednesday, and that whole rally season, I don't remember what year that was. Must have been
3 years ago, probably.
I guess. But
I don't know. There's a year that we did it. It was like, wow, we got magic going on. We're holding back the rain. So I'm okay with the rain that's going on now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like same thing when it's been so cool here. Same thing. It'll start warming up. The rain should kind of stop a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. But I mean, this wasn't bad. We didn't have any high winds, no thunderstorms, no tornadoes, nothing in this. It was just a good soaking rain. And, you could have, if you're on your bike, you're kind of screwed, unless you just get all your gear and go someplace and sit. But I mean, that's why you see places like this, it's packed. Now, when we first got here at 3 o'clock, we got here around 2:30, 3 o'clock, and it was pretty crowded yet. And then about 30 to 45 minutes, it kind of emptied out, half full, and then it loaded back up again. By the time we got ready to do the live, it was packed again. But a lot of it's got to do with the rain and the motorcycle. The NASCAR race is canceled for
Yeah.
today. So all the races
There's a
will be
bunch of
tomorrow.
people in town and they got nothing to do.
Yep. The mall, we went out to the shopping, it was packed out there. Go by Buc-ee's, it was packed in there. There was a line of getting off the highway to get into Buc-ee's. And so yeah, we did Sam's yesterday in gas.
Yeah.
Same price, but everything here is jumped in price. Most of the gas stations here are like $4.25 for unleaded gasoline, that is. Diesel, I don't know what everybody's selling diesel for. I just know diesel at Sam's and Buc-ee's right now is $3.77 for the diesel.
So fuel.
Well, it's a diesel. You call it diesel. How
Aaron
much
says it's 55 there over in DeLand.
It's probably about that now here.
Wheels up to 33.
There you go. It's a heat wave. He's gonna have to put a shorts on.
I need to tell people that if they're watching, you don't know what they're talking. There is a side chat button that they can push to see the side chats. Okay, I didn't know. Yeah, there's a side chat button, and it'll shrink us down, and it'll put the chat on the side, unless you're on TV.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
TV,
try to
you
put
can
everybody
see, I
up.
think TV, you can see it. You just can't comment on TV.
Yeah.
Unless you got one of those TVs that you can talk on, it'll do it.
And that's
but,
why I try to bring everybody.
We always, if you look at our screen, we have it so you can see the chat, and then you can see us. So versus full view, if you have it on full view, then you just see that. You don't see any of the chat. You see when she puts it up. But if people are talking back and forth, we kind of skim through those because we figure you're talking among yourselves.
You know, some people don't. They just say they don't.
Chat?
Yeah, they don't. I don't know.
Interact?
I guess they don't. They just watch.
Yeah. So sometimes we're at home. Sometimes when we watch typical videos, we don't comment. I watch it on full screen, 55-inch on the TV at home in the bedroom, and we watch a lot. When I have time, I watch YouTube's there. Right now, I'm trying to make my video editing better. I'm looking into our Premiere Pro has some AI in it. I've been playing with the songs. Some of you liked it, some of you didn't like it. I'm learning different things about that. There's also supposed to be a way we can edit and take out some of the so's and the thes and the hesitation. So you're going to start seeing some of our videos. You're not going to see us. We're going to have our lapel mics on. You're going to see the camera in front of us. We haven't got to that level yet. You will see us in some of it, but that way, try to make us sound better. Try to get to that next level of being a better YouTuber. I'm not as fortunate as Professional Monkey. He's very, very good at speaking. And a lot of it that has to do with, if you go back and look at people like Professional Monkey, you go back and look at his very first video, you're like, oh my gosh, how did that guy ever make it in YouTube? You go back and look at ours, and we're even worse than we are now. So you kind of learn. Like we did one the other day. The video turned out really good because what I was doing was talking to you. So when you normally talk to somebody, you don't do and the and this. You have a conversation with somebody. So that's what we've got to get to that level. So once again, you're not saying that all the time.
He always says, he'll say, okay, tell him blah, blah, blah. So he's like, don't say so. All right. So, and it's like, oh, that's what comes out. I think even if I did have a camera, I'd still say so.
I don't think you have to listen here. When you're talking to somebody, like if you're thinking about something, you go, well, so, because you're thinking of your next word. If you already know your conversation, like I'm talking to you now, I'm not going to go so, because so means I'm thinking about what I need to say. If you're telling me what you want, you're not going to go, I'll watch her. We'll count it. We'll see how many times.
I watch more live streams than I do video.
Which
so,
is different.
Ray, I looked in spam and I didn't see your email either. I don't know. You've been on a long time. 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Holy smokes. It's a long time. What do you got on? Well, see, we're early today because I didn't want to stay up too late tonight. We got 77 on. And don't forget to give us guys a thumbs up. That helps with YouTube. So a lot of people want to know, I talked a little bit about how we make a little bit of money, pennies off of our videos. But what YouTube does is it's kind of like you type in Topless Tuesday right now. You're going to come up to our video. It's got it may already be there, I don't know, about 500,000 views. And that's because Topless Tuesday badmouthed me last year. And it's a video from a year before that, 2 years before that. And so it went wild. It had like 50,000 views within that week because people were like, who are these people? If they're talking about them, we need to see what they're talking about. So since then, it's fired up. That video probably had about 150,000 views on it when they hit it last year. And then now it's got almost 500,000. I average 1,000 a day on that video still. And because it's gone viral. It could hit 1 million before it's all done. And I made some good money off it. It took me 3 years to make that money, but it all adds up. It helps now with like the slow time. It's helped us all this time to make $100 more a month than I was making without it. So thanks for the bad mouthing. But how that goes viral is a lot of people watch it. So like what makes my videos work good is if you know when they're coming out. Like let's say the video tomorrow is going to come out at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So that's 3 o'clock Neil's time, 4 o'clock Pacific, 5, 6, goes all the way across. So if you come on right when it comes on and you comment on it, and when it's all done, you give us a thumbs up, it'll go viral. It'll push it out to where YouTube looks at it and says, wow, people are interested in this video. Let's push it to other people that like motorcycle rallies or motorcycle stuff or Daytona, whatever it might be. And so that helps the video jump at that first. So we've been putting out videos in the morning, which my stuff that I pay to tell me $20 a month. I pay 2 buddies to tell me when to put videos out. They say I should put them out in the afternoon, evening. So we put them out in the morning, like my Saturday video. My Saturday video did better than my Friday video did.
Friday usually we don't get a
Friday usually sucks, but we've been trying to do a video every day. So like tonight, did we do a video? No, I didn't do a video today. So today was this. So we either try to do a live or we try to put a video out. Worst comes to worst, we'll do a short. I don't necessarily like to do a short because I know how to put one on, I know how to do it, but I don't know how to make it fancy. I ain't figured that out yet. Hopefully, what's his name when he comes to show me?
Kawamoto. He was on earlier.
Was he? Kawamoto?
Yeah.
And he's been getting busier. His channel's growing too. He got a motorcycle now. He's got a crotch rocket. He's going to be up here soon. Waiting to meet up with him again. And we all have a meeting with all the YouTubers. And we got nothing to hide. We love to promote other YouTubers and check them out because everybody's a little different. And sometimes if they're new YouTubers, you got to be patient with them because they're learning too. They're learning how to do this. We've gotten really good with lives. Been able to talk to people, try to keep it halfway interesting. You guys are talking. Actually, they say that's the best thing that can happen is when you guys talk among yourselves because you've actually show you have a community going. And luckily, we're still able to keep up with all the comments because like Monkey, he gets the comments going and they never keep up with any of them. They're so far, and it's tough. Now, we've been doing it since day one because we were taught from another YouTuber, if you're not going to comment on everybody that comments or recognize them, why should they watch your videos? And so that made sense to me. If you're going to watch 8, 10, 30 minutes of video of mine, and I don't have enough time to just write thank you for watching or
answer a question.
Yeah, answer a question. Like somebody today asked, where are you guys from? And I put Arizona. And he wrote like 3 times within a 5-minute period. He just kept right in the same thing. And it kind of made me think about spam, but I still wrote in there, we're from Arizona. And I loved that. And he wrote back and said, thanks. So that's what I like. We've done that since day one.
I don't know if we can really say we're from Arizona because we ain't there very long.
Well, but that's where we have a house. Originally, we're from Illinois and Missouri.
Yeah.
Then we moved to California for 17 years. Then we moved to Arizona. We lived there for a couple of years. Then we started doing this. And now we're on the road. Well, we're actually on the road probably about 8 to 9 months of the year. And that's why we're going to try to cut that back. We want to start flying into a lot of these events. We kind of thought some of them we might just not do anything with. Just like when we talked to Panama City, they were like, what do you mean cut us out? So we're going to be talking to some of them and see what we're doing. We're working with Teddy first, see what he wants to do. And one of the promoters today I talked to said, yeah, there's so many of these YouTubers that walk in and say, we want $10,000. We don't want that. We want a place to stay, a bike to ride, and help with the airline tickets. That's all we're asking for. We don't need food money. We don't need spending money. We don't need any of that. We appreciate all of you to take us out to dinner because that's just a little bit I save out of my pocket. But we have to eat anyway.
Yeah.
And where do we usually eat at? Not at home. Gee, I didn't marry her for a cook. So we do eat at home once in a while, but not very often. Grilled cheese, hot dogs, hamburgers, roast. She makes roast once in a while. That's about it. Ham steak.
Well, nothing ever turns out, so I figured why
Which is
if I'm
fine.
throwing away.
Which we eat a lot. We eat out a lot. So that's part of our life anyway. So when we come out like this, prices are, somebody asked us that yesterday. What do you think about the price of how you guys affording to eat? Well, we're getting close to where we're going to start going back and splitting meals again. We want to start losing weight again. We need to get back to it, and we both gain weight, and we need to lose that. And we gain a lot during rally time because we have to watch what we eat. I mean, we went this morning to Denny's here, and actually I got my meal for $7.99, and yours was like
$6.99.
Yeah, and
It
they
was
had
under
some,
$20.
yeah, and I got pancakes, hash browns, eggs,
Bacon.
and bacon. And they even took the sausage, which usually they don't do it on a special. They gave me all bacon. Gave her all bacon. And so you had
I got it came with biscuits and gravy, eggs, and bacon.
Yeah. And so she said $1, and then I still got a tea. She got a water. And
I've been trying to drink water.
her stomach's been acting up, and she got it under control now. And so we're thinking about starting to do that. So we have to watch. It's like some of these places you go to, even McDonald's now. It's like we both go in there and we don't get a lot to eat, and it's still $25 freaking dollars. We're paying $25 for freaking McDonald's.
Well, and we don't get the big sandwiches. I the other day I got 3 cheeseburgers, 2 for him, 1 for me. I got a free order of fry, and I asked for 2 senior drinks. So you get them. You're supposed to get them for like 99 cents. So I said I got the free fries, and it was still like $23. And I'm like, how is 3 cheeseburgers, a free fry, and 2 senior drinks for like 99 cents a piece? I don't know. I mean, the regular old cheeseburger. He's going to the bathroom, I guess. The 2 regular cheeseburgers, or the 3, must have been like $4 a piece. I don't know. It's crazy. I know the burgers I know biscuits and gravy. I'm telling you why I'm gaining all this weight. Portion size is what it's all about. I know. And trying to poison. I told him a long time ago, because I give him all of his pills, vitamins, whatever. I fix them all, give them to him, and somebody said something about me trying to poison him. I said, if I would have wanted him dead, he'd have been dead a long time ago, because he takes anything I give him. I said, here you go. And he just takes it and drinks it down. Foot long stuff cost me $17 the other day. I know. I got asked for a lot of that stuff, like Subway and all that. And it's still like, we'll split a sandwich at Subway. And it's still, and then if we have chips or something with it, I have our own chips. We have our own drinks. Because we'll take it back to the shop or something. And it's still outrageous. Heard on YouTube yesterday said that they wanted to raise minimum wage to $50. People still killing. That's ridiculous. And we'll probably never eat again then. Southern food, yep. I love biscuits and gravy. Well, the other morning we ate, and I just had eggs and grits. I love grits. And if you go to Mammy's has awesome grits in South Carolina, Daytona Beach. I'm going to text you soon, but I'll catch up with you both. Thanks so much for spending time with us. Okay, bye, Karen. Bionomics, yeah. Thank you for inflation. Buyers from McDonald's and Walmart told them many years that you should be here. I know. Crazy. It's really crazy. Here, you can go on this side. What? All right. Are you done?
I just got back. What you think we're done?
It's 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Holy smokes. How many people got on? 82. It's the early late show. And so she told you all about that, huh?
I told them about
What you were talking about?
I don't know. I don't
Yakety. She can't remember what you talked about 2 minutes ago.
Well, I told you. I was telling them. They said that I was trying to poison you. I said, no, if I would have wanted you dead, you'd have been dead a long time ago, because he takes whatever I give him. So
Got to trust your relationship.
Yeah, everything is so expensive right now. Yeah, they were talking about how expensive everything was.
And it is, and it's like we like to eat it, which here we do have a Chick-fil-A. They're somewhat reasonable still, and it's all fresh food. But I mean, even here, you come here and what do we get? A pizza and you got a sandwich. How much was it?
$38.
Yeah, and tea. That's not bad. I got a 14-inch pizza, which we could have fed a couple people probably, and I got a drink, and
Sandwich,
she got a
we got
sandwich
the
and
nuts,
fries.
the
Oh yeah,
nuts.
yeah, the garlic nuts we got too. So that's not bad for all that stuff. And but I mean, that's only like, but I mean, all of it, we still didn't eat all the food we had.
I know. That's what I say. It's well, we're just hoping if it rains all this time, then maybe it won't rain for Daytona, Rod King. Or no, that's Salty Badger. Sorry, I thought I was under Rod King's name. Oh, you both said the same thing. Yep. Love you too, Karen. I know he does. Trust me. After 47 years.
And I work on her car and all that. It'd be easy to leave the brake line loose or leave her stranded on the side of the road. She got a concealed carry permit. She learns how to handle herself. Got an emergency, needs to do it.
Got it.
So, yep. So we do all right. And we've actually been dating since it was like 17 years old.
Yep. Long time.
Real long time. Almost 50 years.
Wish that guy behind you would leave so the chicken lady could sit there.
Nah, we're gonna leave in a minute anyway. We're about done.
Not gonna
Can I get her
your
cake? Nah, I'm gonna take it back. Costs too much to get a cake and to get
Not
milk,
dead.
probably.
Nope. Nope. This year will be 45 years married. And,
You did it for 2.
2 years before that. I've been with my wife for 40 years. We were 15 and 14.
I was engaged my whole senior year. She was a year ahead of me in school. And so my first time I ever got A's in school was my senior year because I wasn't chasing girls. I've been chasing girls since I was in kindergarten. My first girl I kissed was in first grade. So I've always chased girls.
And then, yep. Some places you can get a deal. How's that new TV? Second new TV. We had to take one back because it wouldn't pick up the the Fire Stick. Wouldn't pick up any of the analog channels.
It would search for them and say that, hey, there's 65 channels, but it would never finish it and say done. And then I could never get on our Fire Stick's already got all of our stuff programmed on it, all the shows, all that stuff, so we don't have to worry about any of that. These people across, right? We should flip the camera around. These people keep looking back like, what are they doing over there? What are they doing? She's looking again. What are they doing? What are they doing?
They're turn the camera around.
Maybe we'll do that before we leave. And you guys
Y'all are the best. You love your show. You too. Living in the life most of us would like to. Well, that's why we like doing it and showing all you guys and bringing you with us every time we go.
And a lot of people say that. Aren't they all the same, the rallies? Typically, yes. There's a same vendors, same shows, same everything. Now there's different people. You know, different crowds come to different rallies. We're never gonna, all these rallies we've gone. One year with 17 rallies we went to. Most rallies, there's not even twice the same people are there, other than our vendors.
Got much left in there. I sent you a DM on Instagram. All right, let me see if I can find it.
Nice spot.
Yep.
And so I forgot where I was at.
The same. Is it the same?
Oh yeah.
The rallies the
so
same.
which they are, but it's the people. If you've only done East Coast things, you get to Sturgis, you get to Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, you get to some more of the Midwest. You'll see a whole different group of people, and people here agree with me too. And when I say the difference is it's really tough to come to Daytona, Myrtle Beach, Panama City, Gainesville, any of those rallies by yourself and expect to find people to ride with. Why? Because most of the people that come to these rallies have come in a group. They're a clicking group. They've got their friends they're with. And if you walked up, they're going to more or less blow you off. Sturgis and Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, we've got proof from people we talk to there, and they come up and tell us that They came by themselves and they found a bunch of people to ride with. They didn't even have to go looking for them. And so that's the big difference from East Coast, West Coast people, or Midwest people. But yet you say, well, I live on the East Coast and I go to Sturgis and I don't have any problem. Well, same thing. You don't see it because what we do is we're standing on the outside looking in all the time at all this stuff. And so when we talk to people and it's kind of like us. When we went to rallies, we pretty much was a loner. We stayed with ourselves. We did stuff. Not a lot of people talked to us. We started going when we stayed at Kathmandu a few times. We met people there, rode with them and stuff like that. And not saying that the people on the East Coast are bad people. It's just a different style of rallies. And so you see that. There's not, when you look along the East Coast here, even in New Hampshire, there's not any really great riding. There's some nice riding on the East Coast, but there's no great riding. You start getting out to the, Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas, Sturgis.
In North Carolina, up in is it the Smokies?
Maggie Valley. But I mean, there's not a rally there. You can go to the Tennessee Hills and probably have some great riding too. You can do, that road that they always say we should go on that goes up and down the coast that Rider X talks about.
Oh, that's Skyline or something.
Yeah, and that's supposed to be a really nice ride. I've never done it. But I mean, you can't. Sometimes you go to a rally. I don't want to go to a rally and spend all my time away from the rally. If you're going to do that, why come to the rally? Why don't you come when it's cheaper and go do the riding you want to do? And a lot of people do that in Sturgis. People will go to Sturgis month before, month after, and I got some friends from Illinois that they come up way before the rally. They do the rides. They're not interested in vendors. They're not interested in the excitement. They just want to ride. And they go out every weekend and ride 500-600 miles. And they're from Southern Illinois. Next thing you know, they're in Tennessee, Arkansas, and they just went to go eat lunch. And they still got to get back that night.
Oh, Julie's on. Joyce is on. Your sister. Chuck's on. Sue is watching. Sue Hofer. And a whole bunch of people on. I can't see. Culture is the same.
I'm going to.
So Ray says thanks. I'll send you that, Neil, when we get done. Yes, we're bad. Yes, Skyline Drive is a great ride.
All right. Now watch and see how many times this lady turns around and looks at us. And
you got to keep talking.
I know, we're going to talk about. So rallies are all different, and they're a little different in that kind of thing. But do I get tired of it? But what I don't get tired of is meeting you guys. We meet with you guys. We deal with a lot of business owners, people that, just like here, we seen Shelly Rossmeyer yesterday, and she was just so excited. She almost looked like a little kid in a candy store, and she's seen us. Oh, it's Mom and Dam. She was just going on and on and on. She introduced us to the new marketing girl and all this stuff. And she goes, this is the people we talk about. I tell you all about. Da, 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 da. And that's just so cool to us that, to me, we look at it, well, I at least look at it, we're not that big of a channel. And I find that out more and more these last couple of years that she just turned around. And that we see that corporate watches us, corporate Harley Davidson's watching us. And a lot of people do notice our channel, and which is kind of neat. It's kind of neat to have a channel that necessarily we're not the biggest in the world. Now we haven't been approached by a lot of big people for a sponsorship. Some of these bigger YouTubers, they get a free bike from Harley Davidson that they get to ride for like 8 months or a year. And we've never gotten that. But yet we've never really insinuated we wanted anything like that. I keep telling her we should write a letter to Ford, tell them I want a dually with that we paid for the gas and do all that. If they just give me a truck, take care of all the maintenance on it. And we haven't done that yet. Because that would make a big difference, because that's one of the things that I'm looking at with my channel of being flying in, because the wear and tear on my truck. I've got almost 130,000 miles on it now. It'll be close to 140 by the time we get home after all of this. And it's a lot. And I don't want to buy a new truck. It's paid for. It's good to go. So I'll wait a few more seconds and we'll flip the camera back around. And that lady there to the right or the left there, I guess she's the one that keeps looking over her shoulder at us like, what are you doing over there? What are you doing over there? And then, let's put her on camera and let you see who she is. Here's XN Biker. Yeah, Ryder X coming in late. I was going to say he had to work, but he didn't have to work.
Yeah, but Sunday. And he wasn't watching no football because football's over with.
He ain't watching NASCAR because that ain't going on. Ain't nothing. They had basketball on over here. Utah and UCLA's playing. You're into basketball. Oh, so Steven's going to pray that we get a new Ford.
Thank you, Neil.
That's
That
not the
helps.
chicken lady.
It
Could
always
be.
does.
Could be.
Yep.
We'll send some chicken wings over. We'll send some chicken wings over and say, hey, you go. Check this out.
I
Get some
don't know
chicken
if
wings.
she's really watching us or not.
I don't know.
Not NASCAR.
Not a NASCAR fan anyway. Probably not. All right, let me flip the camera back around. Cam doesn't want me to freak her out, the lady. She may come over here. What are you doing? There we are. We're back.
George was on earlier.
Rod King's on.
Yeah. Didn't get a notice tonight until 7.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
And Jeff's laughing at that lady.
Oh, yeah.
Which,
Yeah, sorry
well,
about
before
that.
I flipped the camera on, it must have been like every couple minutes she'd just look over and stare
What
at
did I
me.
miss?
And
Oh, my goodness. We've been on since 5 o'clock. And it's almost 8.
That's what you missed. All the excitement. Told you all the dirt on Daytona. What's going on? We talked about Sturgis. The mayor walked out. He quit. He resigned.
And he's going to run for mayor?
That's right. Since we're a resident, I'm going to run for Sturgis mayor of Sturgis. We'll have a better YouTube channel. We'll have the inside view of what's going on in Sturgis. And I'll be the mayor. Listen to me or I'll kick your butt off.
They always keep saying, we can't tell you now. We can't tell you now. And it's like, well, why? And then they put
it's I don't know. To me, I don't. Now, there's some things you don't want to talk about. But I mean, let's say you were going to have AC/DC, which isn't going to happen. But let's say AC/DC, we're thinking about signing them, and we're waiting for the contract to come back. Well, I wouldn't want to say that I've got AC/DC coming, but I would say, hey, I got a 70s band online that we're trying to book that could be here and it'd be shattering. To where if you don't get it, it's not like, you total lie. Because you don't want to say, well, we're in the process of booking AC/DC, and then they don't come, and you're like, well, I paid all this money to come, and you said you were going to be AC/DC there. So what do you all think about Sturgis, the Buffalo Chips lineup for bands? I really want to know. I was okay with Kid Rock. I really wanted Jelly Roll, but the rest of those people, I have no idea who they are. And one of them, she watched the video, and it's just the music of it, and it's a guy's head is on a woman's vagina and a man's penis. The head's there, and there's no singing. What band was that? You remember?
No, but the name of the song was called Duck Sauce. I don't remember what the name of the band was, but yeah.
She was freaked out. She couldn't talk after she watched it.
I can't explain. You know how they say guys have 2 heads? Well, they did. They had a guy's head down there and a guy's head up here. So when he walked around, he had this big, gigantic bulge in his pants. And then they pull their pants down.
Then he met a woman. At the end, he met a woman, and she had a head underneath his pants.
Oh, my God. It was horrible.
She's like, what was that? I'm like, I don't know. You clicked on it.
Well, I wanted to see. That said there was their #1 song. It was no song. They weren't singing anything. Ooh, or something like that, but there was no words to it.
Stay dry.
Yeah, try to.
Neil's going. Neil, where the hell do you got to go, Neil?
Gotta go. Not.
Ryder X got not.
No, go, not
go. Did Ryder X say he's leaving?
I don't think so.
Just call me a ha-ha.
Just call me a hoe. Laugh out loud and call me a hoe. I don't know what they were talking about.
So, I don't know. So, we're going to wrap it up in a few minutes. It's pretty exciting.
Get our cake and take it home and eat it.
Yep, get our cake and eat it too. And so, that'll kind of wrap it up. Oh, good thing you remember. I wouldn't remember. Always tells me in the morning, don't forget this. I have no freaking idea. Last time I knew that bag was full.
What do you mean we didn't have any eyes? I told you to remind me.
That's what your phone's for.
I know. I was going to put a message in and I forgot to do that.
Lucky you remember.
I know.
She don't always remember either.
No.
She's been having a little bit of spell here lately about remembering things. Something else today you said. I'm like, what's that? I'm like, what do you mean? You should be able to remember all that.
Any luck on the trailer spot in Daytona?
He's not there in the office today. Won't be able to call till Monday. Yeah. So we'll be able to tell you Monday.
And then it's crazy right now with all that's going on.
We might be able to
That's
check
Karen.
with Sam, and he might let you.
Oh yeah, didn't think about that either.
Esther, I turned you all on every morning while doing hair and makeup, made plans for the day based on some of your recommendations.
I asked him if we were going to do that again. He said he'd rather do stuff at night.
Well, because we didn't really get the views off of that. And what we think also happens is if you do too many videos in a day, YouTube kind of gets confused and they don't push them. So if I do that little short in the morning, and now we may do it on, maybe we'll do it on Facebook because it doesn't matter there. We ain't making any money and that doesn't do anything for us. But
Give you a list because I was posting all the same things we were telling you in the mornings. I was posting on Facebook too. So
maybe we'll do a video on Facebook and let you know. Or if you're one of our members on one of our groups, maybe we'll put it on that channels too. And but what we think has happened is when we do a live like that, that's like a live because we do it on the video, and then turn around and do another video during the day. The numbers really come way down. And so we don't know if that's.
So if you don't put out a video every day, they ding us. And if you put out more than one video every day, they ding you. So I don't know what they want. They want their cake and eat it too.
Well, it's just very hard because you can't. A lot of this stuff, there's nobody to talk to. You can't call YouTube up and talk to somebody. You can't call Facebook. You can't call any of these companies up. It's all email and texting. And you listen to Amzol Adam, he'll go off on a lot of it. We kind of get to the point where you just say, it is what it is. And you got to make the best of it. There's nothing else out here. You know, we're going to probably be on Rumble too, but it'll be the same stuff on Rumble. We're not doing anything special on there.
I don't know if you're going to change my bikes on the Sportster.
Change the what?
Change the tires.
Don't know yet. Depends on how it handles, how it drives. I don't know. It all depends a lot on money. We want to get all the main things first. I rode a bike with Navi tires on the street all the time, in the rain and all that, and I never had any real trouble with it. She's not going to be racing on the bike. She's not going to be doing 30-mile-an-hour turns in a 20-mile-an-hour zone. A lot of you think she's going to ride this all the time, and she's not. How often you going to? I didn't tell her what to say. How often you going to ride this bike?
Not that often.
Well,
I don't know. It probably at a rally, maybe twice during the rally, if that. If he would have had his chopper down here, I probably would have rode the Sportster, and he would have rode the chopper. I might ride on the back of it when he rides it if we're just going to do something real quick, because that's easier to get around than his big old bike. And so I don't know. I'll be more comfortable on the Sportster than I was on my Street Glide because it's not as big of a bike.
Slider.
Yeah, but depends on how lower it gets. See, the lady that said she rode it too all the time, she was the same height as me, and she said, "Oh, I was flat-footed on it." Well, he's not quite flat-footed, and I'm like, I think she was full of beans because if you cuss, you'll get blocked.
Yeah. Well, no. The way it works is if you cuss within the first so many seconds, so many times, they get you. But if you drop like the monkey used to drop the F-bomb all the time through his videos. He doesn't do it anymore, but he used to. He didn't get blocked. But if you go through the rules, it's within the first 20 or 30 seconds. If you cuss, that's when they pull it. The rest of the time, they don't catch it. Now, if you say things, like we used to get banged all the time for saying 160 biker shit. And it's a store. And for a while, we couldn't even say it. But now we've been doing it enough to where YouTube looks at it and goes, okay, it's okay. They're not, they think we're doing a sexist thing.
Slander and women or something. I do miss riding. When I do the test drives, I miss riding. But I'm still, because I still got neuropathy in my legs, so I'm still cautious of stopping, that I'm going to be able to feel my feet. And my wrists and hands have been so bad, but I know a lot of it's the rain. I'm afraid with the clutch and the brake, that's going to bother my hands a lot. So we'll just have to see how I do with it.
But like in Ray's Moto Life, it's kind of like what I told about Adam. So a lot of people always say that. Can you help us make our channel like you did, Adam Amsoil? Help him grow like he got up to? No. Because the problem with that is you're not at every rally like we are. That we can stroll over to him and chat with him, and he chatted with us, and it's easy. When I only see you at 1 or 2 rallies a year, I can't do that. I can't bring you on a live all the time because it doesn't. We found that out. We had a YouTuber one time came on a live, and he almost kind of took it over. He talked the whole time through the video. We barely got any words in. That video sucked. Nobody really watched it. Well, people watched the video.
It's very informative.
Yeah,
I mean, he told you a lot of great stuff.
But people watch our channel to see us. And we do bring guests on, and that's okay. But you don't want a guest that's going to take over your show. And you don't want somebody that's on all the time because it doesn't do a lot of good. Now, see, it doesn't help to have us come on your channel because nobody sees you. It's like the monkey. The monkey used to always he would go on a lot of people's channel, but he comes on your channel. He's got 100,000 subscribers. It's not going to help you because it's not there. You have to come on his channel to get any kind of content. But if you get too many people coming on your channel, it defeats the purpose because then people don't look at it. So the key to doing it is all about consecutively. You've got to do, let's say you only want to put one video out a week, then put it out every day on whatever your day is, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day it is, Sunday, every week. You got to get consecutive. Like if you're only going out and doing bike rallies and then the rest of the time you're not doing anything, then YouTube, every time you come back out, YouTube looks at you as a brand new YouTuber. So they don't push you. So it's just like us. That's what screws us up because we get to these rallies like Sturgis and it's bang, bang, bang. I do 2 months of every day of video. Then we stop. Then YouTube goes, oh, what happened to him? Oh, okay, we're not going to recommend him anymore. Then you got to build it all back up again. So now we're on that up climb again. Ever since we started with Meekum again, this has been my best year for Meekum. We've been to Meekum now for three years, right? First 2 years sucked. I couldn't even get 1,000 people to watch all the videos together. Now this year we did really, really good with it. But originally we were the first YouTubers there. Now all these other guys are showing up. You know, nothing wrong with that. I'm not complaining that those guys shouldn't be there, but that's going to happen. Now I've got to look at the next level to do what can I do by that. Well, one, a lot of these other YouTubers out here that are at Meekum don't have a shop. Well, we have a shop now. So we can start working and talking about these bikes and doing stuff with it. We're just not talking about a specific bike or this one went through and this happened at the rally or this happened here. We can start doing some of that. We're even going to go probably a step more than even like the monkey does. You know, he's stuck with his garage at home. He doesn't have a shop where he's going to lift and all the stuff that he can, you know, his garage is so full. And I think that's one of the reasons he wants to sell some of the bikes he's got because it's a little hard to put another bike in his garage. At least we can, at our garage at home, we got 2 cars in our garage. 2-car garage, got 2 cars in it. But I mean, we've done it before. We've had 2 cars in the garage before.
When we would leave,
but I couldn't be working on my bikes at that time. We had our bikes on, we had those, Harbor Freight dollies that you put your bike on, and we would shove all the motorcycles up against the front of the garage, and we could pull our car and truck in. My little truck had a Ranger.
Red truck.
So we had the Mustang as always in the garage. So now my Ranger's in there, my new Ranger's in the garage, and our Mustang's in there. And I got to move some shelves around yet, but we'll have room to where I'm not going to work in the garage, but that's what the shop's for. So it's just something that we're thinking about doing because a lot of people try to do what we do, and I'm okay with that. You can cover rallies. You can do some of the things that we do. You know, more people are going out and trying to show some of the different bars and stuff. And I'm okay with that because you're going to give it a different twist than we do. I could cover this bar. We could cover Yosaki. What is, I can't pronounce the name of the place where we're at. Giuseppe's. We're here. We're going to give a different view of this place than if you walked in here and interviewed them too. Why? Because we have a relationship with them, and we worked for that. And so when I had a YouTuber, which I won't say who she is, I might have guessed up already, that her husband wrote me and said when she first started putting videos out, she goes, I commented on one of her videos, goes, oh, you're that guy that steals everybody's content. And I'm like, dude, you have no idea what you're talking about. Everybody is stealing everybody's content because you're telling me there's not anybody's ever in their entire life ever covered Daytona. You know, nobody's ever been in here with a YouTube. You know, I can't say nobody's ever not been in here.
The chicken bone guy.
So there's always going to be videos out there. But the idea is, which is what somebody told me before, a big YouTuber said, if you run out of content, go watch a lot of people that have little channels, you know, 500, 600 subscribers that have a really good idea on a video. And then you take that idea and make it into your own and make a big video. You might get because it's the idea, not necessarily, nobody's going to do it exactly like we do it or exactly like you do it if you have a channel or whatever you do, because everybody's got, you want to be your own personality. See, that's what happened too. When we first started, we were told by a big YouTuber, be yourself and answer comments. And we already talked about that. But when people meet us, we have that all the time. wow, you're just like you are on your channel. Well, yeah, we do the same thing. We talk the same way. We act the same way. What you see is what you get. But
That's what Rod just said. He said, like watching Bob and Tam. They make their subscribers feel like family, not just a member.
And there's a lot of YouTubers out here that, like I say, one of his promoters called me today and said this guy wants $10,000 to show up at the rally. Well, what's he going to do for it? Because he's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But see, what happens is, she's like, no, we don't have 25,000 subscribers watching our videos. So if you're 100,000 subscribers, like the monkey, he gets a good turnout on his videos, but he's not getting his whole 107,000 subscribers watching every single one of his videos. People come and go. People come and go, and that's the way it is. And you're always looking for new, because it actually doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. You got to have 1,500. No, 1,000. 1,000. You got to have $1,500 and a video before you get any compensation. But after that, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. It's the views. So I see every once in a while somebody's got 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers and they got a video that hits 50,000. They had a great topic. Well, I've actually seen a couple of videos this winter that I'm going to talk about next winter that went viral. Well, the same instance happened to me. I don't want to do it now because they're lit up. We'll wait till next year. I told her, I said, write it down because I want to do a video on this. She put it in her phone to remind me in November or December next year. It's going to pop up and I'm going to talk about that video. And in my own way, on my experience on this situation. And it's going to go viral because people disagree with this. But we have another one which I'm getting ready to do. It's on a battery. And when I do it, I'm going to get lit up by a lot of people. But somebody talked to me about it, and I was like, that's very interesting. I never thought of it that way. So we're going to do a video sometime. It may be after Daytona we'll do the video on that. But I've got a couple of videos in the queue that we haven't even started yet, but it's ideas that I've seen. Maybe somebody else had a channel and talked about it, or somebody came up to us and said, hey, that's why I don't always want to say what we're doing next. Like, hey, coming up next week, we're going to talk about blah, blah, blah. Because it's just like the guy, I'm the only one that's ever really interviewed the sheriffs and the chiefs. Well, a couple years ago, somebody came to Sturgis and decided they talked to the chief before I did. So he did what he did. Not a big deal. He kind of asked the same questions that I asked, didn't really do it. But then again, he never came back and did it again. Because it isn't his style. To where with us, we already got it set up with, we should have the sheriff, we should have the chiefs here. Everything should be all taken care of because we already have a relationship with them. See, a lot of people worry about that too. We see some bad stuff happen at rallies. We don't film a lot of that. Why? Because I don't want to burn a relationship. We've talked about it. Shelly Rossmeyer had one of her salesmen got killed last year on motorcycle during the rally. She told us right after it happened. I could have done a video on that and probably would have went viral. But it wasn't worth burning a relationship with her. Found out that same guy worked at Black Hills Harley. I could have burned 2 bridges. It's not worth that to us. I'd rather have a continuous relationship with these people because we get good content from them. And each year we go back, we get better from them because they trust us. They rely that we're not going to throw them under the bus. We're not going to, and we do talk about stuff. If we see something that sucks at a rally, we get something that's bad to eat. We tell you, hey, this place had lousy service. This place sucked. We wouldn't recommend it. That's what we do. We don't tell you don't come here. We don't recommend not going here. There's some Harley dealers we recommend not going to. We don't talk about it on the channel. I just talked to a dealer yesterday that there's a lot of things we know about Harley Davidson. A lot of it just like pricing your bikes out. You're gonna go. My son-in-law my daughter wrote me and said my son-in-law is looking at a gun at a gun show. Do they negotiate? Of course they do. But before you can negotiate, you got to see what is the going price for this gun. Is it brand new? Is it in a box? Is it factory and all that? It's not a second. It's not a used gun. It's not anything like that. So I found out the guy was pretty much asking retail price for the gun. So it's not a deal. This guy's in a first of all, buying from what I told my daughter was buying from a gun shop or buying from gun show. What kind of warranty do you have? If I buy a gun from, even if we go to Cabela's and buy a gun, I can at least always go back to Cabela's if I've got some kind of issues with it. You buy it at a gun show, it's pretty much on your own. You take it home, you haven't got to shoot it. You shoot the darn thing, it doesn't fire. Now what are you going to do with it?
Blows up in your face.
I could do that too. So, yes, you go back to the manufacturer, but you don't know about the suit. To show you something crazy, years ago, and this is going back about 20 years, we bought some tires from Sam's. And before I got into tires, I was an auto mechanic, and they were the general tires they were puncture sealed. She had a spark plug go through a tire and sealed it back up. So she ran over something and cut the sidewall. So we took it to a general dealer, and they're like, I said, well, we need to get a replacement for this tire. It's only a year old. Should be under warranty. And they looked at it and said, this tire's been discontinued 5 years ago. They looked at the serial number. The tire was over 6 years old. Now we contacted Goodyear, or we contacted General Corporation, and they gave us a different tire, but they didn't give us the tires. We had puncture sealed tires. We got some 70 wide tires to put on it, not punctures, and they weren't the same quality. But you get what you pay for. If I would have done some research first and looked it up and seen, oh, heck, that tire's not even made anymore, I probably wouldn't have bought them. So you always want to think about that when you do buy something. It's just like with the vendors we recommend. All the vendors that we recommend, that we tell you about, they guarantee their product, and we guarantee them too. If you have a problem with them, they won't satisfy you, you contact us, and we'll talk to them and see if we can come. I can't guarantee anything, but we have a relationship with them. But same thing, if they screw a bunch of you, we're going to tell you that we no longer sponsor, or not sponsor them. We no longer recommend them. None of our dealers pay us.
So Ryder X wants to know who's the best tire vendor in Daytona.
I buy all my tires at J&P Cycles, because J&P Cycles will give you the sale price inside. If it's on sale this month, which usually they are, you only have to pay for whatever the guy charges outside, which is a subcontract. They can't give you any deal off of that. But if I'm going to need a new front tire, I'm going to J&P to get it. And if I change her tires, it'll be J&P. We'll be doing those. But definitely I'm going to get a new tire on my front light. It's getting kind of low, and I don't need a blowout.
So XM Biker said his show that he just went to in St. Louis is really, really good.
Good. And I'd like to do that, but we'd have to fly in too and fly back. We're St. Louis people, and a couple of our big people that we know go to that show. And is that the same one that Monkey went to last year? That was my question, because I didn't know.
Think so.
And,
I think it was.
But it is kind of interesting. I'd like to go to it, but same thing. We have to fly in, fly out. We could visit relatives during that time, but I'm out of the shop now.
Him in his shop. We should stay home more, and he could be in his shop. So just do J&P tires, but go directly to J&P inside the store. Yes, because they'll give you the best deal on it, and then they'll install them right there in the back. So that's what they did. It was last year or the year before. It was the year before. He had gotten a back tire. His back tire was about ready to blow. I have one that has foot tags help. And somebody else asked me, Mon, I tried to find you. If you can find me on WhatsApp, text me back first, because I put in your name and then I put in your phone number in my contacts, and I still can't find you on WhatsApp. Somebody else asked a question that I was going to answer. So yes, Rod King, if you want to help out at Windy Acres, we might need an extra set of hands, maybe, depending on what we're doing. I know we're not doing the bike show, but if we do all the games and stuff, if we do it, it's like up to us. We have to find a place to do it. We have to kind of get all that stuff together. So yeah, if you're free that weekend and you guys come out, I know you're usually out there too. So I'll talk to you more. And then somebody else told me to ride them, I think. Right direction, need a rear tire. There you go. I don't know. I'll have to try to ride it with those tires. If they don't bother me, I'm fine with the tires that are on it, because they look like they got plenty of tread. They look fairly new. And but if they're really bumpy or whatever, then I just want regular tires. I'd like to get a big tire on the back, because when we were in Myrtle Beach last year, I saw a guy that had a Sportster, and he had a big fat tire like my Fat Boy Low did on the back. That's what I would like on the back. But I don't know what you have to do, what kind of modifications you have to do to the bike to get that big fat tire on the back. So I got to talking about it.
Now what?
They were just talking about the tires and stuff. What day are they doing the game? That's at Windy Acres. Rod King said when he comes to Windy Acres, he'll help us if we can help. So that's
Friday.
yeah,
It's gonna be on Friday. So Monkey was gonna help us. Not quite sure if he's still going to do it. He kind of wanted to bring an announcer in for. He doesn't really want to do a lot. He's willing to put his name out there and be there for all the event and all that, but he doesn't really want to work it.
He
I
wants to have a good time.
I don't know if you'll announce it or not. We haven't got that far yet. So right now, he really wants to wait till next year and do. He want to do a bike show on Saturday, and he was going to have Cycle Magazine, whatever the one.
Source.
Yeah, Cycle Source that he deals with. They were going to sponsor it, and I think they already had committed themselves to a bar already. So that didn't work out. And then he really wants to get this announcer guy, but he thinks he can get him for about $1,000.
Try for free.
No, I think he was going to try. He told me it would be $1,000.
Well, I don't know.
And so
that's the message I saw.
So I said,
I don't know who's going to pay for that.
Well, we'd have to wait and see how it all works out. We were thinking about, so we're probably still going to do the wet t-shirt contest, and we may pass that. We got to call the guy back up and see if we got a sponsor for it, because that was one of the things we were going to put out there. Anybody that wanted to go, if you wanted to sponsor the money, which would be probably about $1,500, you could be up on stage and do all the water on all the girls. And if we broke it up to $500 increments, maybe we could do 2 or 3 guys that could do that, or girls that want to do it, and pour the water on. So, but we wanted to make it feasible enough to where it was some good money, to where we'd bring people into it, and we'd have a lot of girls that would be involved. So,
long time Marty. He said he was gonna on that phone. I can't look at that phone because but he says long time Marty is a great announcer.
That might be who he talked about.
Sorry, roadside Marty.
Yeah, that might be the guy he's talking. He said the name, but I don't remember it. And but it's somebody he knew that said he'd be really great at it, and I think he's in Florida here. And so he was going to call the guy and see if he was available. But he said he thinks he could get him for around $1,000. But I mean, I don't know if the guy would pay that owns it, or if we'd have to get a sponsor to pay for it. I don't know.
Different guy.
What?
Yes, I can't believe that guy's still eating.
I think it's the same guy.
He's a chain drinker.
He might be the same guy.
You think?
Maybe. He looks the same. He's got that white beard, gray beard.
I'll have to look and see if he's got his thing. Right direction missed the shoveling of the noodles and the eating of the pizza. He didn't have any chicken wings. We were going to send him an order of chicken wings. He could be our chicken bone guy. Uh-oh, the battery's low. It's not going to do anything. Close.
I believe that's already dead.
10%.
Yep. That's all on here. My phone's got 28.
Sorry, I missed that.
3 hours and 5 minutes. Damn, we've been on a long.
Another.
I feel like I'm the monkey man. I need to drink some beers.
Fireballs.
He's on like 5 hours. I don't know how he does that.
There's another one that's on. His name Blowout, and we know him. And I don't know if he would do it. And he's from Galveston. The guy that does Sturgis, Galveston, Blowout. And he was at Bikes, Boots, and Barbecue.
See, a lot of times I get it. Yeah. You got to find something that's almost local, because you don't want to have to spend money for a hotel, transportation, and all that for them to come. So
that is him. I thought I saw his jacket. I have to turn around and see if his jacket's still there. I'll tell you if it's the same guy.
You can't see it's
Ask
turned
Bob
down.
if it's his head. So he's every time he moves his hand, it looks like he's patting your head. Yeah, it's the same guy. Because he said every time he moves his hand, it looks like he's tapping you on top of the head. All right, you done? Because this is gonna die.
Yeah, well, that's that. It didn't matter on this.
I know, you got 71 people on.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap her up tonight. We appreciate everybody coming on. It's really neat. We never would have thought this many people would come on tonight. Like I said,
Sunday night, we're getting back to our Sunday night lives.
Yeah, so we'll be doing some Sunday nights. We may do another one. I don't know if we'll do a live during this week, other than next Sunday. I don't know if we'll do it next Sunday. We'd have to do it after we get done with Beaver Bar.
Yeah, well, we'll
Or 5. Maybe more our regular time. I don't know where we'll do it from there. I know I sit on our patio. It's 50 degrees.
Thanks for hanging out with us, you guys. We love all you guys. You are like our family, and we appreciate it, and wish we could meet each and every one of you. I'll try to get all these people, all your phone numbers, and I'll text you back saying I got your number, and send you our number. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. You want us to get to 25,000 before Daytona Bike Week. So
11
that's 2
days
weeks.
from now. 11
So-
days. No, it's actually on 11 days.
All right, so 11 days. So share us with your friends and family. Tell people about us. We really appreciate it. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next video.
Stephen was on a long time tonight.
Yeah, he was.
And Neil stayed all the way to the end.
Yeah, how about that? Pating, say pating.
Team Nation.
Yep. If you
Was
guys,
Clint on earlier?
oh nope. He might have been earlier. I think maybe yes, he was. He was
I don't
kind
really
of quiet
see. So
tonight.
with my glasses off, I can't see the comments. So I can barely see us on there. And so because
Yeah.
it's nice when we have the big computer. When we're using the computer, it's nice. And then we try to do that most of the time. But a lot of times we've had issues. We were going to do it at Twin Peaks tonight. But when she went in there yesterday, it was kind of congested and didn't have a lot of staff. So we figured a lot of times when we tell you,
Well, there was a lot of empty tables and the lobby was packed full of people waiting to get in. I'm thinking they must be short staffed and they're only sitting people as they can wait on them. So I figured that's why there was like that. But it was very noisy. It wasn't music wise, but it was just really noisy. Lots and lots and lots and lots of.
Red Rex is going out. There's Ray's Moto Light. Eating some pizza now.
There you go.
There's Rod King, XN Biker. See you later. Roland, Neil. It's tough getting blind. Yeah. Had a pizza on his head.
There you go.
Coming out right here. All right, we'll leave you right here. See y'all
Thanks.
later. Bye. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye. See you, Ray.